presentation from the EAB Sports Network.
It's time for Valley View Blazer football on FM News Talk 102.1. Presented by NEA Baptist, Domino's Pizza, Jonesboro Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, First National Bank, and Kavanaugh Auto Group. Now, let's go to the NEA Baptist broadcast booth and join Randy Myers for the First National Bank pregame show.
Hello and good evening from Central Dealership Stadium on the Valley View High School campus in Southwest Jonesboro. And welcome into our pregame coverage of Blazer football on KBTM and the EAB Sports Network. I'm Randy Myers under the headset. Jason Smith will join me in a few minutes. As tonight, Coach Sean Cockrell's team plays their home opener of the 2023 season against the Mules of Poplar Bluff. Tonight marks only the second meeting between these two programs after the View claimed a 16-2 road win last year in Southeast Missouri. Last week, the Blazers come up 2 scores shy in a shootout with Central Arkansas powerhouse Harding Academy, falling 55-40 to the Wildcats on the road. In spite of the loss, it was a record-setting night for senior quarterback Carson Turley.
Referral for your specialty services? You have a choice. The decision of where you receive care is yours. You can choose the only facility in Eastern Arkansas to receive an A rating in patient safety by Leapfrog, delivering world-class care and an unmatched safety protocol. You have a choice in your healthcare provider. Choose NEA Baptist, where safety isn't a goal. It's a promise.
At First National Bank, our mortgage lending team knows what it takes to make a home and a superior home loan process. Simple, proven, and reliable service with competitive rates at a bank that already feels like home. Since 1889, that's been the First National Bank way. Because for our people, this is home. Apply online at fnbank.net/mortgage. From our family to yours, welcome home. First National Bank. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Test 1, 2. Still got echo. All right, let's try this again. Good evening from Central Dealership Stadium on the Valley View High School campus in Southwest Jonesboro. Welcome into our pregame coverage of Blazer football on KBTM and the EAB Sports Network. I'm Randy Myers.
Now at every Kavanaugh dealership. Kavanaugh has a great selection of late model, low mileage, certified pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs. And most are still under factory warranty. We have every make and every model, so you're sure to find the vehicle you want. And when you buy at Kavanaugh, every new and used purchase comes with 1 year of free maintenance. Plus, we buy cars. Bring a vehicle? Get a check. Come see us today at one of our dealerships or go to KavanaughCars.com.
Jonesboro Orthopedics and Sports Medicine has been taking care of our local athletes for over 40 years. And coming soon, they'll have 2 locations with JOSM on Main and opening in September, JOSM on Matthews. Inside St. Bernard's Health and Wellness Center with non-operative providers Dr. J.T. Fisher and the newest addition to the staff, Dr. Morgan Benefield. Call 932-1820. Find them on Facebook and at JonesboroOrtho.com. Jonesboro Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, excelling in our field so you can excel on yours.
Evolve Bank and Trust is now bringing full-service banking to Jonesboro. To celebrate, we're offering you $200 extra. Just open a new checking account with Evolve. Have at least 2
we're trying to do, but we feel like we've got a great game plan offensively, and we just got to take care of the ball. I think last year we had the bad snap, drop, punt to start the game with and that was right after a sack. So obviously I think Carson's so much better now and would throw that ball away this year. And we had receiver fall down. That was one of the picks. So a lot of things happen, but defensively we played great. So we want to try to keep that momentum going. But they're better offensively this year than they were last year. They've got some weapons. They're better quarterback, better running back, really big up front. And then, defensively, they're going to get after you and run to the football.
Yeah, that's one of the things that jumped out to me just looking at their roster, in particular, is how big they are up front on both sides of the ball. Yeah,
it's basically a 7A school if they were in Arkansas, so they're going to have kids, and they've got some big kids. And there's probably 3 or 4 that go both ways. So they want to put their best athletes out there and their best guys, and hopefully we've got enough depth that maybe we can wear them down in the fourth quarter, and we've just got to take care of our, not turn it over, but we're going to cause some turnovers. That's something we didn't do last week at all. Harding Academy had 0 turnovers, so we've got to get the ball out and get more possessions than they do.
Other than that size up front, what is it about them that concerns you the most? I know they're coming off a 20-point loss to Park Hills, Missouri. Don't know a whole lot about that particular team or school other than they're about an hour south of St. Louis. But what do you see about them that maybe concerns you the most other than that size that we talked about?
Yeah, I think just defensively, when they see the ball wherever it is, they are coming to get it. I mean, there's 11 guys running to the ball. So that scares you a little bit. You usually can find a weakness or a lazy guy somewhere here or there, and you just really can't find that with them. And then you go back to last year, they lost 4 in a row and then went 3 deep in the playoffs. So they get better as they go. So obviously they're going to learn a lot from this loss. They're going to get better this week. And so it kind of scares you that, hopefully we continue that trend as well. But they're going to get better, and they're going to, come here and play us really tough.
This, of course, is the back end of a home-and-home deal with Poplar Bluff. Will this be a series that we'll see continue, or is that too early to say right now?
Well, I'm looking for 3 new opponents next year for non-conference. I think there's a possibility Harding Academy will be in our conference. With what happens this year, and then we've been playing Rivercrest for a long time. It's been a good battle, but we just want to see somebody else.
Sure.
So it's really tough right now. I mean, that's a long trip to Poplar Bluff. I'd like to find somebody closer, and we'll see how many people they bring, what kind of gate we get, and that kind of stuff. But we are looking for new non-conference next year.
Coach, appreciate the visit as always. Good luck tonight against the Mules.
Thank you, Randy. I appreciate it.
That's Coach Sean Cockrell. I'm Randy Myers, back with more of the Blazer Football First National Bank pregame show after this on the EAB Sports Network.
Greenway proudly supports the DIYer in you. Whether you're a mover, a shaker, a groundbreaker, a risk taker, a challenge embracer, or a landscape visionary, whatever the task, we've got a John Deere tractor that can help move your project forward. You've got work to do, so let's get started. Reserve yours today in store or at GoGreenway.com.
Pico Foods says good luck to all the players, coaches, cheerleaders, and marching bands taking the field tonight. Under the lights, it's not about who's in your path, it's about who's in your huddle. And Pico Foods is a proud teammate and supporter of local communities and the state's agricultural producers. Learn more about how Pico Foods buys direct to support local producers. In Arkansas and Missouri, call David Durham or James Chester, 870-202-7101. In Alabama and Mississippi, call Andrew Parker or John Taylor Hickman at 601-670-9383.
Go outside and play with Jonesboro Cycle and ATV.
Hey, David, extend the break.
Your go-to for all your power sports needs, whether it be off-road, on-road, or on the wall. Check out their inventory of four-wheelers, side-by-sides, motorcycles, dirt bikes, cruisers, go-karts, scooters, personal watercrafts, boats, and even boat motors. Jonesboro Cycle is a 185,000 square
Is your dream with a home equity line of credit from Simmons Bank. Dreams realized. SimmonsBank.com. Member FDIC, equal housing lender, subject to credit approval.
Welcome you back to Central Dealership Stadium here in Southwest Jonesboro. I'm Randy Myers in the NEA Baptist broadcast position, and we're about 10 minutes away from kickoff of tonight's Blazer football home opener against the Poplar Bluff Mules, who are making their first trip to the Valley View campus. Last year's game between these two programs marked Valley View's first ever game against a team from the Show Me State, and the Blazers came away with a hard-fought 16-2 win in which the defense was dominant. The Mules' only score came on a first-half safety. Valley View's offense struggled that particular night, committing a season-high 4 turnovers and managing only 220 yards of total offense. The Blazers did put together 2 scoring drives of 67 yards each in the second and third quarters and added a fourth-quarter safety in picking up their first of 9 victories in 2022. Our pregame coverage of Blazer football on the EAB Sports Network is brought to you by First National Bank, where they put you first always. At this time, we'll step aside for a 2-minute timeout and back with more of our pregame show from Central Dealership Stadium after this on the EAB Sports Network.
For over a decade, the Arkansas Children's Hospital Jonesboro Clinic has served pediatric patients with specialty healthcare needs ranging from hearing loss to heart disease. Their doctors, nurses, and pediatric specialists, combined with state-of-the-art telemedicine options, means patients get the nationally ranked care Arkansas Children's Hospital is known for without driving to Little Rock. Bringing care close to your home to give kids more time to be kids is the Arkansas Children's commitment. Visit archildrens.org/NEA.
It's a mix and match special now at all Northeast Arkansas Domino's Pizza locations. Choose any 2 for $6.99 each for carry-out or delivery. How about a medium 2-topping pizza, a baked sandwich, pasta in a tin, loaded tots, Domino's stuffed cheesy bread, bread twists, marble brownies, and so much more. Switch it up for lunch or dinner for the whole gang. The mix and match special with any 2 for only $6.99 each for carry-out or delivery. Only at your Northeast Arkansas area Domino's Pizza locations. Hey, dude.
Is quick and easy to use.
Don't miss out on getting top dollar for your home. Go to arhomevalue.com today. Brought to you by Dustin White Realty. Top dollar for your home sale is just a click away. arhomevalue.com.
What started with our grandfather and continues in its 4th generation today, Glensane's history of quality sales, service, and strong personal relationships that have kept our customers and their families coming back for over 69 years.
From my grandpa to my dad to us, service after the sale is a big deal. Whether you're looking to buy a GMC, Chevrolet, Buick, or Ford, we look forward to serving you and your family for years to come.
Welcome you back to Central Dealership Stadium. Randy Myers on the NEA Baptist broadcast position as we welcome you back to the Valley View High School campus for tonight's home opener against Poplar Bluff. We are now about 6 minutes away from kickoff, at which point we'll get underway here. We also remind you that we're streaming live tonight with video on the Blazer News Network's YouTube channel and the brand new EAB Media Group app. This is the second meeting in the history of the series between Poplar Bluff and Valley View. Blazers lead the series 1-0 after leading 16-2, or winning 16-2 last year, and joined now by Coach Jason Smith. Coach, you were there with me last year to watch this game. It was a game where the offense struggled most of the defense was dominant.
Yeah, and you know, a lot of questions were answered on this day last year in Poplar Bluff. It wasn't pretty, but you know, the Hardy Academy game last year was eerily familiar to the one that took place last Friday night. And we had a lot of questions about the defense. And then week two, or actually week one, you know, against Poplar Bluff, and those questions were answered. They made some changes, and I thought that you saw the emergence of one of the most outstanding seasons in Blazer history with Carson Winter, and that defense became really the strength of the team. I felt from that point on. But yeah, I think that we have a chance to see something very similar.
Of course, the Blazers trying to bounce back from a season opening 55-40 loss to to Harding Academy last week, and Poplar Bluff also losing their opener last week. A home game against Park Hills by 34-14 final score. Looking at the coaches for these two ball clubs, John Cockle is in his 10th year at the helm of the Blazer program. He is 54-43 overall coming into this game. Sears is the head coach at Poplar Bluff. He's in his 6th year. His ball club went 5-7 last year was at the helm. Officials for tonight's game are Stephen Tyler, Brian Gunnels, Eddie Price, Brad Davidson, Tony Davis, and Michael Harrell is the side judge. So the preseason pregame meeting of captains is underway right now at Central Dealership Stadium. We're about to tell you who won the toss. Looks like Poplar Bluff has won the toss and throwing their option for the second half, so Valley View is going to get the ball to start the game. We've got time for one more timeout. We'll step aside for 3 minutes. And back with a kickoff when we return after this on the EAB Sports Network.
Across Arkansas, Farmers and Merchants Bank and the Bank of Fayetteville join you in cheering on our favorite teams. We applaud the extra effort from neighbors like you that make our local schools and activities an integral part of our community. Working as a team to help you reach your goals is a perfect game plan for success. The Farmers and Merchants Bank and the Bank of Fayetteville, finally a bank in your corner. MeBanking.com, member FDIC.
Mom, I can't get my homework to upload.
Dad, my video game is froze again.
Babe, is our internet down again? I'm missing the big game.
Honey, I'm trying to make this online payment, but it just keeps buffering.
Get your life up to speed with high-speed internet from Empower Broadband. Empower's reliable service brings high-speed internet to even the most remote areas of Northeast Arkansas. With Empower Broadband, you can stream your favorite movies, video chat with loved ones, work from home without interruptions, and so much more. Empower Broadband. Life up to speed. For more info, visit empowerbroadband.com.
Valley View High School Athletics is brought to you by Gateway Tire and Service Center and Toyo Tires. Where there's always one thing you can count on, we go the distance for you. Before you hit the road for a trip across country or across town, drop by Gateway Tire and Service Center and check out the great deals on Toyo Tires. Whether it's tires or auto repair, you can always count on one thing. At Gateway Tire and Toyo Tires, we go the distance for you. At Gateway Tire in Jonesboro, we go the distance for you.
This is Keith Baird with Baird Auto Group. There's nothing that brings our communities together like high school sports. No matter what the scoreboard says, it's a winning feeling just to be a part of it. At Baird, we want you to have the feeling anytime you come into one of our dealerships. Good credit, bad credit, no problem. Don't buy anywhere else until you shop at Baird location near you. Don't get a bad deal, get a Baird deal. Because why pay more?
Saving service, great selection too. Baird does it all for you.
Go outside and play with Jonesboro Cycle and ATV. Jonesboro Cycle is your go-to for all your power sports needs, whether it be off-road, on-road, or on the wall. Check out their inventory of four-wheelers, side-by-sides, motorcycles, dirt bikes, cruisers, go-karts, scooters, personal watercrafts, boats, and even boat motors. Jonesboro Cycle is a 185,000 square foot motorsports mecca featuring all the name brands under one roof. Jonesboro Cycle and ATV on U.S. Highway 63 North in Bono and Jonesboro Cycle.
Go ahead and give it back, David.
Top-notch farming is on here. Visit First Choice Farm and Lawn, your Kubota dealer in Brooklyn. We get your need for reliable equipment. That's why we offer precision Kubota machinery for any task. From seasoned farmers to green thumb homeowners, we are working to keep you working. Find your Kubota match at First Choice Farm and Lawn on Highway 49 in Brooklyn. Achieve your goals faster with our Kubota inventory and top-notch service. Call 870-790-2301 or drop by today. Your trusted Kubota dealer, First Choice Farm and Lawn. You're listening to the Valley View Blazers on FM News Talk 102.1 and KBTM AM 1230 Jonesboro.
Jones to the 50. And we are back. Here at Ship Stadium. Randy Myers under the headset. And we have just actually got this game underway. Started a little bit earlier before we came back from the commercial. And Andrew Jones returns the opening kickoff up near midfield. The Blazers will have the ball at the 49-yard line after a nice return from A.J. to start the game for Valley View. So
yeah, and you see familiar faces out there, but a lot of them are in different places. So I look for this offense to be one of the most explosive in the state this season.
3 receivers to the right, 2 to the near side. Got some movement up front on the defensive side of the ball. No flags will fly, and that is Turley on a keeper, and he's got a first down across midfield up near the the Poplar Bluff 40-yard line.
Yeah, no, I thought that the offensive line did a nice job there. One of the biggest question marks heading into this season, but one of the bigger offensive lines that I've seen from Valley View.
Yeah, you look out there at Andrew Cole at that left tackle spot, or Daniel Cole, rather. He's 6'6", 305 pounds.
Yeah, every bit of it, and he's the one actually who pulled on that play. Did a really nice job.
Turley fires a complete screen pass complete to Andrew Jones for a short gain up to about the 41-yard line.
Yeah, just a little pitch and catch there.
Go ahead.
Well, a little pitch and catch there, and you know what Sean likes to do in that situation. He'll dink and duck, and then next thing you know, one of those guys are going to run a go route, and it'll be there.
3 receivers left, 2 to the right. Turley looks to the sideline. Tice motions in the backfield to the right. Turley out of the gun. Feliz motions right. Turley is going to keep it running left. Met and slammed after a cup of about a yard at about the 35-yard line.
Yeah, number 1, Poplar did a nice job on that read. He shucked his block and was right there waiting for our number 1, a new number for Carson Turley, but a really nice job there by the linebacking core for the Mules.
So it sets up 3rd and 6 for Valley View. Ball remains at the 41 after the spot. Turley back to throw. Looks over the middle. Fires. That ball is dropped. That was Rocky Urban as the intended receiver, but couldn't quite rein it in traffic. And we'll see what Sean Cockrell and Marty Riley dial up here on 4th and 6 from the Poplar Bluff 36.
Yeah, it was a really nice throw there by Carson. He threw it into a window. It's like he had to reach out for it, but that's one that I've seen him make time and time again.
3 receivers right. It's Jones to the near side. Feliz the running back on Turley's right hip. He's back to throw. Sets up, looking, pass is complete, and I believe that's going to be good to move the chains.
Yeah. Nice play by Andrew Jones right there. He knew where the sticks were. Got a yard and a half past him so he could come back towards the football and made a nice catch and move those chains.
So that'll spot at the 29 of Poplar Bluff with 10:39 here to play in the opening frame at Central Dealership Stadium. First possession of the game. 2 receivers to the right and the left for Valley View. Turley to hand off to Feliz. Feliz looking for some room over the right side and follows his blockers forward for a couple of yards. That'll be it.
Short gain there, but I think that's going to be one of the keys to the game because this defensive line for Poplar Bluff is massive, and we're going to have to be able to run the football tonight. And right there, you saw a little penetration in the backfield.
2 receivers wide left and right. Turley takes the snap out of the gun, running near side. Now he finds a crease to dart through, and he's inside the 20 and has a flag down on the far sideline at the end of the play. So we'll see what that's about. But if the flag doesn't negate the play, I think it's going to be enough for another first down.
Yeah, and boy, that play was set up by Feliz right there. What a great block that he made to create some space for Carson.
Sideline warning against Poplar Bluff.
So just a warning.
Flag is a sideline warning against the Mules.
But that play was set up by Feliz. Just an outstanding play.
So the ball will be spotted at the 18-yard line of Poplar Bluff with 9:49 to play here in the first period. Valley View in their home blue uniforms with white helmets, blue pants, and jerseys. 2 receivers right, 3 to the left. Turley in an empty backfield out of the gun. Feliz motions right. Turley is going to keep it, looks for some room across the middle, and fights forward for 2, maybe 3, depending on the spot.
On the keeper, brought down by Lincoln.
Yeah, it was tough sledding, and Carson took a lick right there. Getting up a little slow. It's also one of those pile-ups to where those Poplar Bluff kids, they start rolling around a little bit. And glad to see Carson get out of there, but he is favoring that right ankle right now.
Yeah, he sure is. He's limping back to the line of scrimmage. 3 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Feliz motions near side. Throw it out right side. That is caught by Starks. And Starks gets gang tackled down around the 10-yard line.
Pass completed to T.J. Starks. Brought down by the entire Poplar Bluff defense.
It looks like it's going to be a little bit shy of the first down marker by about a yard or 2 yards after the spot.
3rd down, 1.
And here comes the 2023 version of the nasty package that
Blazers going jumbo. This, what is this, third down?
Yeah, but 3rd and 3, 3rd and 2.
Yeah, 3rd and 2 from the 9, or just inside the 9. And now we have a stop and play and a timeout on the field. So apparently it's a timeout charge for the Mules. So we'll take the break, pausing for 30 seconds. No score as of yet on the EAB Sports Network.
This is Keith Bear with the Auto Group. There's nothing that brings our communities together like high school sports. No matter what the scoreboard says, it's a winning feeling just to be a part of it. At Bear, we want you to have the feeling anytime you come into one of our dealerships. Good credit, bad credit, no problem. Don't buy anywhere else until you shop at Bear location near you. Don't get a bad deal, get a Bear deal. Because why pay more?
Saving service, great selection too. Bear does it all for you.
8 minutes and 13 seconds remaining in the first period. No score as of yet, but the Blazers are on the drive. They have a 3rd and 2 situation with the ball at the 8-yard line.
You know, that's what you'll see with that jumbo set, especially early in the year. You know, Poplar Bluff saw it and immediately had to call a timeout to get some different personnel, get them lined up back. But early in the year, you know, that play, more so than positive yards, cost teams timeouts.
So Turley goes under center in the jumbo package. Handed off to Guthrie. Guthrie running right side, angles across the 5 and darts into the end zone for the score. There's a flag at the end of the play.
Valley View.
So a flag as the whistles blew to end the play. So we'll see what that's about, but see if we've got a score here or not.
Yeah, I believe it is. I think it might have been a face mask at the end of the play, but what a run there by Zane Guthrie. Just kept that pad level low and found that blue paint in the end.
So the Blazers go 51 yards in their opening possession. Scoring with 8:05 to play in the period. Awaiting the extra point attempt. And this is an area where Valley View struggled a little bit last week. They missed 2 PAT kicks.
And you know,
just once on a 2-point conversion.
It's a lot of new faces. Looks like maybe we have a different kicker. I don't think that's Dix out there right now.
Nope.
Looks like Troy Dale.
Kick is in the air, and it's good.
Yeah.
So with 8:05 to play in the first period, the Blazers lead at 7-0. We're back in 30 seconds on the EAB Sports Network.
Having trouble getting the trailer you need? Silverline Trailers, the largest trailer retailer in the USA, has the perfect solution for you. Guaranteed approval. No credit check required. Get the quality trailer you need at a price you can afford. With over 3,500 trailers available and more coming in daily, we'll find the perfect trailer for you. At Silverline, we're always looking to hire good people. Visit our website, silverlinetrailer.com, for a location near you. You can stop by our Jonesboro location today at 3711 Stadium Boulevard or call 870-203-0000. Silverline Trailers, your trusted trailer retailer.
Back at Central Dealership Stadium, Randy Myers under the headset along with Jason Smith. 8:05 to play in the first period. Valley View goes 51 yards on its first drive, and it's capped off by a 9-yard touchdown run by Zane Guthrie. The Blazers lead it 7-0 as we now await the kickoff. There was a flag at the end of that last play. It's going to be enforced against Poplar Bluff on the kickoff. So Valley View will kick here from the 45-yard line of the Mules.
Yeah, and that's Dale that's going to handle the kickoff duties tonight, at least here early as well. But what a nice drive to start the game by the Blazers. Just very businesslike, some chunk plays, but really just using that offensive line and leaning on them.
All set up by that big return from Andrew Jones to start the game. Here's the opening kick, fielded and returned out to about the 23-yard line by Logan Height.
On return, there's a flag.
For Poplar Bluff, there is a flag on the play.
Yeah, and I didn't see what that one was. It was a nice tackle there by Jay Taylor there in open field. Guy who stepped away from football last year, but we're glad he's back. He was a really good player in junior high.
Personal foul against Valley View.
It's going to be a personal foul against the Blazers. That'll be added on to the end of the play, and that will apparently spot the ball at the 40-yard line.
1st and 10, Mules.
Yeah, and I think that was the second man that came in. And I think Jade had that tackle, but a lot of times they want to swarm to the football, and they just got a hold of that face mask.
So here come the Mules, 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Quarterback gives it up to the running back, and he gets planted in the backfield by Dedrick Bournes.
One of my favorite Blazers, Dedrick Bournes, and when he comes through there with that head of steam, gosh, what an explosive player. He read it beautifully, and so now Poplar Bluff is behind the sticks.
A loss of 3 on the play.
It'll be a loss of 3 and spots the ball back at the 37-yard line with 7:36 to play in the period. Here come the Mules back to the line of scrimmage. 2 receivers to the left and right. Spread formation. 1 receiver motions left side. The quarterback ends and throws it out right side. That ball is caught by Soto for a pickup of 1, maybe 2, and that'll be it.
Brian Huff on the stop. Ball's placed at the 39-yard line.
I believe that was T.J. Starks. It was
T.J. Starks was the first man there, and then Huff cleaned it up, and that was one of those plays right there. I believe that if that was a college football game, that's a turnover because I think Huff knocked that ball in the air. I think Bournes recovered it, but it was so close to the sideline, the referee's a little bit out of position, so it stays Poplar Bluff football.
3rd and 11 from the 39 for Poplar Bluff. 6:48 to play in the period. 3 receivers left, 1 to the right. Edmondson looks left, fires, finds a receiver across the 45 to the 46. It's going to be shy of the first down marker after a pickup of about 6 or 7.
Yeah, that was really nice pass tree there. Quarterback looked target and found that next target, but we're facing 4th down, and it looks like that Poplar Bluff's going to punt this football away.
So T.J. Starks will drift back to set up for the Valley View return. Hunter Clifford, I believe, is the Poplar Bluff punter. He'll be standing at his own 34. He'll kick it away. High kick up in the lights. It'll bounce and be fielded off the bounce by Starks. He's immediately tackled at about the 22 or the 23-yard line.
Yeah, and that's one of those plays I think, TJ makes that play and it looks fine, but I believe that he's going to probably have a conversation with one of the coaches over here about just going ahead and letting that one, just fair catching that one, because he only got 2 yards. And later on when we get to 5A East play, he's going to take a lick on that exact play if he's not careful.
Yeah, absolutely. So it's a first down for Valley View from the 23. 2 receivers to the left, Tyson Jones, 2 off to the right. Turley in the gun. Hands it to Felice. Felice runs near side and finds the run tough. Got 1 or 2 at the most.
Anthony Felice on the carry.
Yeah, again, just not a whole lot there. And I think that it's going to be a work in progress with this young offensive line. They're pass blocking well, but just getting some traction against this really, really big Division II, maybe Division I sized defensive line for Poplar Bluff.
2nd and 9 from the 24. Receivers 2 to each side. Turley out of the gun once again. Felice on his right hip. Turley's back to throw. Fires incomplete, looking for Gavin Tice, but couldn't connect with him. And it brings up 3rd down.
Yeah, Poplar Bluff set on that route, but if you noticed, Andrew Jones was wide open coming down the sideline. So the coaches see that, and so later on they're going to run that exact same pattern, and I believe we're going to have about a 60-yard touchdown at some point.
3rd and 9 from the 24 of Valley View. 2 wides to each side. Turley and Felice in the backfield. Turley shows it to Felice, keeps it, runs across the middle, fights forward to about the 29-yard line. It's going to be a little bit shy of the first down. And it'll bring up 4th and about 3.
Brought down by Clayton Stark. Brings up 4th.
So Turley will drop back into punt formation.
Carson Turley back to
Darius Graham will drop back to return for the Mules. Turley will be standing at about his own 19-yard line. 4:54 to play first period. Blazers lead 7-0. High snap. He's able to get it down. Gets the rugby style kick away, and it's a nice kick. He'll drive the return man back. Fields it on an over-the-shoulder catch at the 25-yard line. Graham now at the 30, at the 40. He's at midfield. He's got a nice return on, And he's finally driven out of bounds inside Valley View territory at about the 34-yard line.
Yeah, what a beautiful kick by Carson. Carson
got a flag down.
Nice punt, and that's in an area to where you would believe that it's coming back.
Ball is, or the flag rather, is near the 50-yard line. Still awaiting a signal. And a face mask violation against the Mules.
That's going to drive the Poplar Bluff coaching staff absolutely crazy. But very impressive punt return there by Graham. I think that Valley View dodged a bullet on that situation.
At the Poplar Bluff 30.
After the step off, the ball will be spotted at the Poplar Bluff 33-yard line. Here come the Mules with two receivers wide left and right. Edmondson, the quarterback, running back on his left hip, sets up, fires it out right side. Pass is complete to Hunter Clifford for a short gain of about 4 or 5.
Yeah, Rylan Ramsey, another one of these young Blazers, he stayed home and made the play there. He was given quite a cushion, but he closed pretty quick to keep it to a 5-yard gain.
Sets up a second and about 5.5 here for Poplar Bluff with the ball just shy of the 38-yard line. 4:24 remaining in the period. 3 wides to the left. One single receiver goes lonesome right. They'll give off to the running back, and he gets smothered up and thrown back at the line of scrimmage. And that looks like a no gain at best. Maybe a loss.
Yeah, at best, Nick Gamble read that really well, but I tell you what you've seen so far is that Poplar Bluff is really having a hard time moving the football on the ground. Same could be said for Valley View, but there's not a whole lot of holes there for the Mules.
Results in a 1-yard loss back to the 37 with 3:54 left in the period. And I tell you, this first period is already moving much faster than it did last week in Searcy, Jason.
Yeah, not only did you get a late start, it was one of those games, those 3.5-hour games.
Yeah. 2 receivers wide to each side. Edmondson throws it out right side. Ball is caught, and the receiver immediately knocked out of bounds by Jet Bradshaw after a short gain up to about the 41-yard line.
By Jet Bradshaw. Ball's placed at the 40-yard line.
And it brings up a 4th and 3 for Poplar Bluff.
Yeah, and it looks like they're going to go ahead and play it safe and punt the football away. A little different personnel grouping than what Valley View does. Valley View just basically leaves the offense out there to where you never know if it's going to be a fake or not. But I think 10 different guys came out here for Poplar Bluff, so I'd be surprised if you're going to see a fake in this situation.
Stark sets up for the return back at about the 22-yard line between the hashes. 3:33 remaining in the period. Here's the kick. Bounces 2 times, and Starks is Wesley going to let this one go. And Poplar Bluff will down it at about the 16-yard line.
17-yard line.
Yeah, good defense in there for the Blazers. Didn't allow first down. I'm anxious to see which team's going to be able to establish the run first, because I think that's going to be the determining factor of this football game. I think that Valley View, if you were out in Vegas, they'd probably be the favorite, but the run negates a lot of that, and right now maybe we're just trading punches and seeing what we can, seeing what the defense does, but I'd feel a lot more comfortable with another score right here.
Ball on the 17, 3 wides to the left, 2 to the right. Early takes the snap, throws it out right side to Starks. Starks caught near the line of scrimmage, in fact probably lost a yard or 2.
Starks on the reception.
Yeah, we missed a block over there on that outside.
On the stop.
Just a little stop route there, and you're relying on your partner out there in space to make that block, and we just missed it in that situation.
Snow gain, 2nd and 10 from the 17. 2 receivers wide each side. Turley takes the snap, throws it out right side, and that was a communication breakdown there. He was looking for Gartman, threw it behind him, and Gartman thought the ball was going to be thrown a little further downfield, I think.
Yeah, I'm not sure. You never know, but Drew's also, he's new to playing that wide receiver position, and it's a lot different playing quarterback than it is playing wide receiver. But gosh, you got to get his skill set out there on the field somewhere, and I think that was evident last week with the touchdown catch.
So it's 3rd and 10 from the 17. Turley looking, fires across the middle. Ball is incomplete. Zachy Irvin went up and got his hands on it, but couldn't make the catch, and Valley View goes 3 and out this time.
Yeah, and Carson Turley wishes he had that football back. He's been really accurate so far tonight, and he just sailed that one just a little bit, maybe threw it off his back foot. I believe that was Starks, had to try to go up and get it, and by the time he went up, the defender was there, and he was able to jar the ball loose, and we're in a punt situation.
Turley standing about 3 yards shy of his own end zone. Graham on for the return. He'll catch it on the fly at the 48. He's across midfield. Now at the 40. Now at the 30. He's at the 20 and gets tripped up inside the 20 at about the 18-yard line. And Poplar Bluff will be in business in the red zone.
Yeah. We're going to have to figure something out. I don't think that we need to punt the ball to Graham anymore. It's not a good sign when your quarterback / punter is your leading tackler so far.
So the ball will be spotted at the 18. And Poplar Bluff, their best field position thus far this evening.
Yeah, I've been really impressed so far with what we've seen with the front seven defensively for Valley View tonight. And again, I talked about it a while ago, a lot of new faces, but a lot of really talented young men and great athletes. If you look, I think we're more athletic up front this year than we've been in years past.
Here come the Mules. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. 1 receiver motions near side. And the quarterback throws it out complete to the right side to Clifford for a short gain.
Under Clifford on the reception, run out of bounds at the 15-yard line, gain of 3 on the play.
Got about 3 yards. It's 2nd and 7 from the 15.
Yeah, this game, it has the same feel as it felt last year at Poplar Bluff, oddly enough. It just seems like Poplar Bluff does some things defensively that makes it tough for the Blazers.
Got a different quarterback in there for this series. It's Mason West with 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. It's a running play to the right side. He's inside the 10, slips free at the 5, and is into the end zone to get Poplar Bluff on the board after the run by Colin McBride.
Into the end zone, touchdown, Poplar Bluff.
Yeah, they did a good job sealing off that edge. I think it looked like that they doubled Brian Huff, and that's one way if you've got a standout, a Division I, a Missouri Tiger, whichever side he lines up on, there's 2 ways to attack it. You can either run away from it all night long, or you can try to double it, and once you double it, there's normally space, and that's what they did in that situation.
Hunter Clifford for the extra point. It's in the air. And we're tied with 2:10 to play in the first period. It's 7-7. We'll be back in 30 seconds on the EAB Sports Network.
Hi, this is Bob Moore with Moore Air Conditioning. AC issues in the summer interrupt your life in more ways than one. We're here to help. When you need your air conditioning repaired, you need it fast. Get Moore Assurance with the Moore same-day guarantee. We'll send a licensed, trained, and background check for fee. That's the Moore Assurance guarantee, creating comfort one home at a time. 870-336-2023.
You deserve more, don't settle for less.
Mules are in the after a 2-play, 18-yard scoring drive that was done up by a nice punt return. And we are tied at 7 apiece.
Hunter Clifford to kick off for Poplar Bluff.
2 minutes, 10 seconds remaining in the first period. Jones and Starks back for the Valley View return. Clifford puts foot in the ball. It's a low kick on the ground, a squib kick that'll be picked up off the bounce. Blazers have some trouble fielding it, and the return is on by Trip Dale.
Trip Dale on the return.
And he gets it up near the 30-yard line.
Yeah, the up man, I didn't see the number there, but he did right. He went ahead and let that squib, that ground ball, pass him to get to the next line, but it took a crazy bounce there, and that was nearly trouble for the Blazers.
Is there a flag on that play?
I did not see a flag, and the officials don't appear to be. Well, maybe they are going to talk about something.
I thought I heard the mention of a flag over the PA address.
During the return,
Yep.
personal foul, equal headgear, number 14 on Valley View,
That penalty is half the distance to the goal.
So it is a penalty against Valley View. And it's going to move the ball all the way back to the 10-yard line.
And I didn't see it. They'd called Jay Brasher for using the crown of his helmet as a spear. I did not see that play, but of course I was following the football.
Sure.
But it puts the Blazers back, with their backs to the end zone here.
So once again, starting from deep on their end of the field at the 10. Receivers 2 to the near side and the right. And this is Feliz across the middle. He's got a first down as he burst his way forward across the 20 up to about the 23.
Really good job there by the Blazer offensive line. And that's going to be big for Anthony. He needed that run to get himself going.
I thought he played really well last week at Harding Academy. He had about 76 yards on 10 carries and showed a lot of promise, in my opinion.
Yeah. Explosive back. He's just going to get better and better, as he gets the experience. He didn't have hardly any.
Early to throw, look in, and that ball had been picked off.
He caught it.
Well, he caught it. That was caught by Starks. Yeah. Well, that was just kind of a jump ball, go get it, and Starks came down with it.
Yeah, because I believe that initially what you saw is I saw that Poplar Bluff had that ball intercepted, and then TJ just ripped it out of there. So shout out to Coach Will Banks and the strength program here at Valley View.
So it's a first down for Valley View at the Poplar Bluff 39. Minute 22 to play in the frame. Feliz motions right. Turley is going to keep it running near side. He's across the 35, powers his way forward across the 30, down to about the 28-yard line. Move the chains again for Valley View.
Yeah, and that play, and me, I love to give receivers shout-outs when they do their job blocking, and Andrew Jones on that situation, he got Carson that first down as he established the last 4 or 5 yards there with a nice block.
29 will be the line of scrimmage. 2 receivers left and right. And now we have a whistle and a pause in play. Looks like a possible equipment issue with TJ Starks. So he'll come out of the game and be replaced by Drew Gartman. Meanwhile, Poplar Bluff will make a late substitution as well. Turley out of the gun. Punt fakes, now fires, looking for Jones on the sideline. No. Went up and got a hand on it, but couldn't make the catch.
Yeah, and Poplar Bluff didn't do a bad job defending that one. I still believe that at some point tonight it's going to be wide open, but that time they didn't bite, and they did a good job. Carson had to throw that ball high, and Andrew made a great effort to go get it. Got one hand on it, but just couldn't bring it in.
2 receivers left and right. Turley looking to throw. Gives it off to Feliz. Feliz running right side, finds a hole to jump through and advances it down to about the 24-yard line.
Yeah, and Daniel Cole pulling there, and that's what a luxury when you got 6'6", 302 with the ability to pull.
2 receivers to each side on 3rd and 5 from the 24. 22 seconds left in the first period. Feliz is running back on Turley's right hip. Feliz on the carry, and he's going to be in the backfield and will be dropped for a loss back at the 25. And that was probably the last of the first period.
Yeah, and it's going to be decision time for Coach Cockrell and the Blazers it'll be a long field goal, but one that we've seen the stable of Blazer kickers make.
Well, he's got a little time to think about it as we'll step aside for a 30-second timeout for a break between quarters. Back in a moment on the EAB Sports Network.
You love your truck, and Plaza Tire Service is here to help you make it even better with custom wheels, leveling kits, and the area's best selection of light truck tires, ATs, mud tires, and RTs up to 35s and big. Service has the tires you want in stock today, and we'll help you select a great combination that gets your truck exactly the way you want it. In Jonesboro and South Caraway, and now at our newest location on East Johnson Avenue. The biggest selection, the best service, and the lowest prices on light truck tires are at Plaza Tire Service.
Set to begin the second quarter here at Central Dealership Stadium as we welcome you back to Southwest Jonesboro. We have a tie game at the end of one period. It's 7-7. Valley View facing a 4th and about 6 from the 25-yard line. And that will be the first play of the second quarter when we resume action. Valley View started this drive at its own 10-yard line. Now we switch ends of the field, and the Blazers attack the south end zone. 2 receivers to the right and the left. Feliz, the running back, on Turley's right hip, working out of the shotgun. He's back to throw. Comes pressure, rolling right. Now he's going to tuck and run. Now he pulls it up and fires. He's got an open receiver. That's Gartman, who sidesteps the defender and finds his way into the end zone. There's a flag down. He may have been past the line of scrimmage.
I'm afraid he was a step, maybe a step and a half past that line of scrimmage there. It's a pretty play, but one that I think is going to come back.
I fear you are correct.
When you got 3 flags down, it's probably not a good
Exactly.
And that's going to be a change of possession if they decline that still.
So apparently that is the case.
Illegal forward pass against Valley View.
Yep, illegal forward pass, the call there.
First down.
So loss of down comes with that, and Poplar Bluff will get the ball back at the 29-yard line. So here comes the Mule offense back onto the field with 11:48 to play in the half. Game tied at 7 apiece. Mule will send 2 receivers wide left and right. Ferguson is back in at quarterback. 1 receiver motions right, gets it on the jet sweep, trying to find the corner to turn and unable to do so. He's up near the line of scrimmage, and we'll see where they spot the ball.
Yeah, I think the defense did a really nice job there, just stringing it out, and then Rylan Ramsey was able to clean that up. They get a yard out of an empty backfield, so there was a tight end somewhere in there. I didn't see where he was lined up.
Gave him a yard on the spot, brings up 2nd and 9 from the 30. Three wides to the right, 1 receiver comes lonesome left. Ferguson out of the gun. Fires it out right side on the screen pass, and the Blazers are all over that.
Yeah, really nice play there. They didn't bite at all. Didn't bite at all, and you also had Jude Rapert out there cleaning that up. Long 3rd down here for the Mules.
No gain on the play.
So it's no gain, 3rd and 9 from the 30. 10:39 to play in the half. Score tied at 7 each. Randy Myers and Jason Smith in the NEA Baptist broadcast position. 2 receivers wide each side. High snap. It gets away from the quarterback. The ball is up for grabs, and he'll chase it down and fall on it back at about the 9-yard line.
Yeah, break for the Blazers there.
Recovered by Mason West. Ball's placed at the 10-yard line.
And I'll tell you something else to watch for in this situation is Brian Huff nearly blocked that punt there in the first quarter. Full head of steam, punter back in the end zone. He saw Brian coming last time. I think that good things are fixing to happen here for Valley View Blazers.
Clifford will be standing 3 yards deep in his end zone. Stark sets up for the return on the left hash at the 50. Gets the kick away. It's a low knuckleball type kick, and it'll go out of bounds. There will be no return. But Valley View will have good field position at around the 30-yard line. We'll see where they spot it.
Yeah, it's going to be sitting right at the 30. Really good field position here, and it just feels like that Valley View really needs to cash in on this possession right here.
Gartman and Stark split wide to the right. Jones and Tice go wide left. I think that is Guthrie in at running back, I believe.
Still Feliz.
Okay, Feliz got it, and he has the carry. He has some room across the middle, and he advances it for a first down to about the 19-yard line.
Yeah, and did you see him stick that foot in the ground and make that man miss? That's the kind of talent that we're talking about here with Anthony Feliz. Just a young back that needs experience, but got a chance to be special.
First down from the 19. Turley throws it out right side to Gartman on the screen pass. He's at the 15, at the 10, he's at the 5, sidesteps the defender and gets knocked down just shy of the pylon. It should be first and goal for Valley View.
Really nice. There's been a lot of laundry tonight, Randy.
And there's another flag apparently.
At the snap, illegal formation against the offense. More than 4 players are in the backfield.
Illegal formation against Valley View to negate the play.
Yeah, and that's going to drive Coach Cockle crazy because just a situation where the second big play that we've had have been brought back by a penalty that has nothing to do with Poplar Bluff. It just has to do with our errors.
Right. So it moves it back to the 23, and it's first and 15 with 9:04 to play in the half. Game tied at 7 each. 3 wides to the right. Empty backfield as Feliz motions out as a receiver. 2 receivers to the left. Now Feliz motions to the left. Pass is complete on the screen to Starks. Starks slips the first tackle and advances it down to about the 17.
TJ Starks on the
as a good play by TJ in that he made all that happen, that 7 yards all by himself. He caught that ball and was in a lot of traffic and just kept his feet moving, get 7 yards.
It'll be second 8 from the Poplar Bluff 17. 2 receivers left and to the right. Gartman and Starks on the near side. And Turley's going to keep it, and he'll be caught from behind, has maybe a yard at best.
Turley on the keeper, brought down by Lincoln Warren.
Yeah, something to watch moving forward too is it appears that Poplar Bluff has our cadence or our snap cat down because they're coming off the edge on some blitzes, and the timing is perfect. That was what happened there. Number 1 came right off of that edge, right at the snap, and shot.
Here comes the jumbo package as Raper, Gamble, and Huff all check in. 3 is the deep set running back. And now there's a timeout on the field.
Yeah, Poplar Bluff's going to call timeout again.
So they'll burn a timeout with 7:54 to play in the half. We're tied at 7 apiece. Back in 30 seconds on the EAB Sports Network.
What does better mean to you? Maybe it's better ways to build a life or buy a home or run a business. First Security is your partner for it all, with resources and solutions that make a difference for you and others. That's because First Security takes care of customers while building communities. Better for you, better for Arkansas, better for all. First Security, bank better. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Timeout on the field, 7:54 to play in the half. Coach, I don't know about you, but it seems like Poplar Bluff's coaches are a little bit better prepared for this game tonight than they were a year ago. Of course, I guess maybe having seen Valley View last year has been advantageous for them.
Yeah, and looking over there, it seems like they have more kids in uniform. It's a big school, but it does seem like
if they were in Arkansas, they'd be a 7A school.
Yes, and it just appears that they are more prepared for the Blazers, and it seems like the personnel is just a little bit bigger, faster, and stronger than they were a year ago.
Turley's under center in the jumbo package. Guthrie is the running back. Huff and Gamble are in, and the give is to Guthrie, and he's met and dropped for a loss back at the 19.
And they have got the snap count down right now as they're just coming. Looks like we're going to go back traditional and go for this on 4th and 11.
2 on the play brings up 4th down, 11.
It'll be 4th and 11 from the 19. Tice, Gartman, and Starks to the right. Jones goes lonesome left. Turley out of the gun. Drops straight back. Looking for Jones. Fires a fade pattern into the corner, and that ball is
Andrew just went and got it.
Is that Jones? Yeah. So a 20-yard strike from Turley to Jones, and the Blazers have their second score of the night. Yeah, we've got another flag, so hold everything.
I think it's going to be declined. I think they're going to go defensive pass interference here. Maybe after the play celebration.
after the play.
Just seems like the officials want to make sure they've got their trigger ready with their flags tonight. They're going to back up this kick, but
will be assessed on the
what a play by Andrew Jones in that situation.
Yes, it was.
I mean, he just went up and got it. I know his dad's got a pretty big football game himself tomorrow night, but you got to believe that he's watching this on YouTube, and man, Andrew just went up and made a heck of a football play.
So Troy Dale will attempt the kick. Apparently the penalty will be assessed on the kickoff. Snap is down, kick is in the air, and it's no good. And the Blazers continue to struggle with the PAT game. So with 7:08 to play in the half, Valley View leads it 12-7. We're back in 30 seconds on the EAB Sports Network.
Hello, I'm estate planning and other law attorney Chad Oldham. More and more often today, I hear clients tell me that the only thing golden of golden years is that it takes all the gold to grow old. Don't be a victim of rising healthcare and nursing home costs. Be prepared. Have a plan. Contact us today to find out how we help our clients protect and preserve assets for family and future generations. The Oldham Law Firm, 603 Southwest Drive in Jonesboro, or visit us on the web at oldhamlawfirm.com.
7:08 to play in the half. Valley View reclaims the lead off a 6-play, 30-yard scoring drive, capped off by Carson Durley's fourth down, 20-yard pass to Andrew Jones. Valley missed the extra point kick, so it was a 6-play, 30-yard drive. Blazers are up 12-7 as we await the Blazer kickoff, which after the penalty,
going to happen from the 25-yard line?
Right, yeah, I think so.
Penalty, the ball will be kicked off at the 25-yard line.
I know who I'd be kicking it away from in this situation.
Yeah, you don't want to get the ball to 21 Graham, as he has proven to be a playmaker.
Yes.
It'll be a pooch kick, and recovered at the 48-yard line. So the Mules will have field position on the Valley View side of the field.
49-yard line, 1st and 10, Poplar Bluff.
Starting at the Blazer 48.
Yeah, and I know that
49.
That frustrates fans a little bit on there, but on those sky kicks and pooch kicks, but it frustrates the coaches a whole lot more if number 21 takes it for about 75 yards and this game is tied.
So the Mules send 2 receivers to the near side and 3 wide right from their own 49. A receiver motioning right. Ball is incomplete, and Kenneth Robinson just missed out on a potential pick 6 there.
He sure did, and you know, if you remember late in the season last year, Kenneth Robinson was a heck of a football player for us, and that's a play that he's going to make the more and more he sees it. But yeah, Poplar Bluff kid ran the wrong route, and that thing, if he had one more step, he was going to the house.
2nd down and 10 from the 49 for Poplar Bluff. 3 wides to the right, 1 single receiver to the left. Ferguson looking far side. That ball is picked off by
that's caught.
Robinson.
No, that's caught.
That was caught?
Yep, it was caught. It was
a great catch there for Poplar Bluff.
It's the 3rd one. We may go the whole season without seeing it, but we have seen 3 tonight of the defensive player having the football and the offensive player just taking it away. But what a heck of a catch there by their wideout. I didn't even catch the number, maybe 3.
Rail Wanter was the receiver.
Yeah.
But they spot the ball at the 16-yard line.
Big play for the Mules.
2 receivers to each side. Quarterback fires into the end zone, and that one overthrows the intended target, which was Dylan Hall.
Still seeing some growing pains from this defense here early in the season. Much better effort. I do think that we are very athletic up front. It just seems like that, I think it's just some communication going on right now. But this is a much improved Poplar Bluff Mule football team.
Definitely. 2 receivers wide each side for the Mules. Ferguson back to throw. Got time, sets up, ball is knocked down at the last minute by Kenneth Robinson.
Yep.
They're picking on Robinson.
They are picking on him, and I'll tell you, I don't think it's going to work out well for Poplar Bluff, because I think the more and more balls that come his way, he's going to make a play before tonight's over with.
So it is 3rd and 10 from the 16. 6:22 to play in the half. Blazers lead 12-7.
You know, name's been quiet so far from Valley View is Laird Cullen, and Laird is a heck of a football player. He's out there right now at a safety spot, and look for him to make a play. He has a knack for the football as well.
Ferguson looking across the middle, finds the receiver, and that is a Poplar Bluff touchdown. Catch was made by Darius Graham.
For the Poplar Bluff touchdown.
And they have tied the game with an opportunity to take the lead with the extra point.
Yeah, it looked like right there the receiver just got a step, and he got that inside position on I believe it might have been Ricky Moffitt, and Ricky was there. It was just that it was a really good thrown football and a strike, and it results in 6 points.
Clifford for the extra point to give Poplar Bluff the lead, and he does it. With 6:14 to play in the half, the Mules have their first lead of the night. It's 14-13. We're back in 30 seconds on the EAB Sports Network.
Ship anything, anywhere at your #1 shipping source, Pack Mail in Jonesboro. Here's Pack Mail Tim to tell us more.
We are the experts at finding solutions for even the most demanding shipping situations, and our experienced staff can help you choose the best option. So if you need to go to the post office, then FedEx, or all the way out to UPS terminal, and then get that international shipment to DHL, you can do it all in one fast, convenient, and friendly place. Pack Mail.
361 Southwest Drive in Jonesboro. Ship anything, anywhere, today at Pack Mail.
Poplar Bluff leads Valley View 14-13.
Yeah, the Mules, go ahead.
As we await the Poplar Bluff kickoff.
The Mules didn't, we held them without a touchdown last year in the football game. So far, this offense looks much improved, doing a really good job, and have got us on our heels a little bit, but you know, if you look at the football, it's kind of a weird game in that we have marked the football up and down the field, but have backed ourselves up time and time again.
A lot of penalties have hurt Valley View. Here's the kickoff fielded by Bradshaw, and he'll down it at about the 32-yard line.
Jed Bradshaw.
I think Jed on that, I think he went to take a knee, but I don't know that his knee went all the way to the ground.
Yeah, he really had a chance to.
First 10 plays.
So Valley View will get the ball at the 31-yard line inside Blazer territory. Two receivers to the left and to the right.
Looks like we're going to see Parker King for the first time on this series.
Played well last week. Turley ducks inside, makes a tackler miss him. He's got the first down near midfield and knocked out of bounds, and a late flag will add 15 on to the end of the play.
And I sure hope Carson's okay on that play, but I'll tell you what, there could have been two flags. There was a face mask on whoever grabbed a hold of Zaki Irvin's helmet. Zaki made a great block. And
Turley's still down on the sideline.
Yes, he is. And then after the play, I mean, Carson was clearly out of bounds, and you hate to say it, but you had a cheap shot that pushed Carson all the way into the bleachers, or into the bench down there, and he is very slow to get up.
Looks to be okay, back up on his feet. He'll have to come out for this play.
Yeah.
So Gartman will likely move over to quarterback.
After the play was over, first one I have, out of bounds, number 10.
Now here comes the step off on the personal foul penalty.
Yeah, and again, I go back, you watch this tape later, and that should have been 30 yards of penalties on one play.
After the penalty, the ball is placed at the Poplar Bluff 40-yard line.
So the ball is moved forward to the 40 with 5:59 to play in the half. Poplar Bluff leading Valley View 14-13.
it's quite a luxury when you got a kid with the talent of Drew Gartman that's able to come in and take this snap. We're going to go.
Correction, that penalty ball's placed at the 30.
They're going to add.
Yeah, that's 15 yards. They just miscounted.
Yeah, they just miscounted apparently on that initial step off. Yeah. It should have been a 15-yard penalty. So now the ball is at the 35. 2 receivers right, 3 to the left. Gartman is the quarterback, alone in the backfield. Feliz motions right. Gartman's going to keep it running the left. He turns the corner, has the first down as it gets knocked out of bounds around the 25-yard line or inside the 25.
Nice run by Drew. Even better blocks there by Gavin Toss and Andrew Jones on the edge. And that's something that we've seen, Drew throughout the years. His ability, he may not look like he has elite speed, but those long legs get going, and he looks like Matt Jones from back in the old Razorback days.
Gartman stays in at quarterback. Here's the give to Feliz across the middle. Feliz puts his head down and powers his way forward to about the 17-yard line.
On the carry, Logan Height on the stop. Gain of 5 on the play.
Picked up 5, brings it up 2nd and 5 from the 18.
And they're sort of down here visiting with Carson. I don't know. They're giving him concussion protocol testing right now.
Yeah, looks like it. Gartman takes the snap, rolls left, and follows some blockers, then gets met and thrown back. If they give him forward progress, he should have at least the 16, I think.
Yeah, I don't.
15 line. Brings up 3rd down 2.
Looks like it'll be at the 15.
Yeah, 15 with 3rd and short. They went in with their jumbo, and one thing about it with Drew out there, you wonder how many reps he has had going under center here.
Guthrie is the running back. Gartman, I believe, on the keeper. And
he's going to be short, I think.
Drew Gartman on the keeper. Gain of
went over the left side for about a yard. Needs one more.
Yeah.
Well, a big 4th and 1 play coming up here for Valley View with 4:28 left in the half.
Yeah, and looks like Carson Turley has escaped Dr. Schwim and the athletic trainer here at Valley View. When he got him a drink of water, and they haven't taken his helmet, so that is a good sign for the Blazers.
Here come the Blazers on 4th and 1. Guthrie is the running back. Gartman keeps it.
He's
and I
going to
think
get
he got the down.
Yep. Yeah, really nice surge there by the offensive line. Brian Huff with an assist, with a push to a gentle push to the back, gets that first down.
Well, they still haven't indicated that it's a first down. Maybe it's not.
There's a flag now.
Of course.
Yep. That's got to be at least the 10th one tonight. It's just, it's every other play. Wow.
Apparently against Valley View, so Poplar Bluff will take the play instead. And the Mules will get the ball back, starting at their own 19.
Yeah, and I think we got a really poor spot on that. It's irrelevant now.
Penalties turned down. Balls turned over on downs. 1st and 10, Poplar Bluff.
So Poplar Bluff gets the ball back at their own 14-yard line. And now we have a whistle.
Yeah, false start on Poplar Bluff.
Poplar Bluff.
So that'll move them back to the 9 with 4:04 to play in the half.
This is, I think the officials, I'm not saying the penalties aren't there, but it sure seems like they're really working on their mechanics tonight.
I agree. Mules will send 2 receivers to the near side and the right side. Quarterback out of the gun. Ferguson fires to the sideline, and that appears to be complete for a short gain of about 6 yards. Up near the 20.
Yeah, good defensive play there by Rylan Ramsey over there on that corner.
Brings up 2nd down, 7.
Ball to be spotted at the 17. It's 2nd and 7 for Poplar Bluff. 3:42 left in the half. This Poplar Bluff team threw 3 picks last week.
We need them to throw one right here.
Tonight.
They're due.
Quarterback looking to the right side. That ball is picked off. That is Robinson.
Intercepted by Kenneth Robinson.
Well, he returns it inside the 10.
7-yard line. First down, Blazers.
You asked for it, Randy, and
7-yard line.
You asked for it, and football gods give you one there. But again, you can't pick on Robinson. He's a really, really good defensive back, lockdown corner, and I think that at this stage of the second quarter, we need to cash this in, and Carson Turley's back out there playing quarterback for the Blazers.
So Turley returns to the game with 3:19 to play. And we have a timeout.
Poplar Bluff.
Mules will take the timeout with 3:19 left in the half. It's Poplar Bluff leading 14-13. We return in 30 seconds on the EAB Sports Network.
Demo's Smokehouse Barbecue on Johnson at Hilltop and on Main Street across from Jonesboro High School. Now, I'm from Memphis and I know barbecue, but there are people from Memphis that travel to Jonesboro to sample, taste, and enjoy Demo's Barbecue. No kidding, they come from Memphis, so no need to go anywhere else. Right here, the best barbecue is at Demo's. Any of the ribs, any of the plates, you can enjoy it all at Demo's Smokehouse Barbecue. My mouth is watering.
Kenneth Robinson sets Valley View up with a first and goal opportunity at the 7-yard line after a interception and return of roughly 10 yards. And Carson Turley is back on the field now with the Valley View offense. Out of the Poplar Bluff timeout. Blazers trying to regain the lead before the half. Zaki Irvin is split wide to the right. Tyson Jones, I believe, wide to the left. And the give is to Feliz. He powers his way inside the 5, and we'll see where they spot the ball from there. Looks like it'll be around the 3.
Brought down at the 2-yard line.
Yeah, a little inside the 2. Good run by Feliz there. I'm all for cashing in right here, and let's not get into 3rd or 4th down.
Ball inside the 2, second and goal from there. Inside 3 minutes to play until halftime. Turley gives it to Feliz. Feliz caught from behind this time and will actually lose a yard or 2 back to about the 4.
Yeah, I've been really impressed. Poplar Bluff's run blitz has been really good. And again, I think it's on the cadence. I think it's on the snap count. They are doing a really good job of reading.
3rd and goal from the 4. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Actually, 2 to the right. 2:26 left in the half. Turley out again. He's going to keep it running left.
Get in there. Let me short.
Carson Turley on the keeper. Brought down
apparently did not score.
Brings the 4th down, 2.
We got it to the 2. It'll be 4th and goal from there. With inside 2 minutes to play now. Blazers are having some trouble with this big defensive line.
They really are, and it seems like when we have space, when we're between the 30s, we're moving the football at will. But when we get down into that tighter area down towards the red zone, it's more tough sledding for the Blazers. Decision time here. I think Sean's going to call timeout late. Try to kick a field goal to go up at half, or do you try to go ahead and get this touchdown? Be interesting to see what the decision is coming out of this timeout.
Well, you called it. Cockrell, the timeout with 1:28 left to play in the half. Valley View trails 14-13, facing 4th and goal from the 2 when we return in 30 seconds on the EAB Sports Network.
Whether you're replacing an old appliance or remodeling your whole kitchen, the appliances you need are right around the corner with GE Appliances at Tucker's Appliance Superstore in Jonesboro. Shop timeless designs and time-saving features on the appliances that are built to last in the busiest homes. Visit Tucker's Appliance today and upgrade your home your way with GE Appliances and your local experts. Shop Tucker's Appliance today and save.
Tucker's Appliance.
You're listening to the Valley View Blazers on FM News Talk 102.1 and KBTM AM 1230 Jonesboro.
Minute 28 left in the half as we return to play out of the Valley View timeout. Blazers facing 4th and goal from the 2. 3 receivers to the left. Starks to the right. Turley out of the gun. Feliz on his right up. Turley flips it out to Feliz, and he'll walk into the end zone.
Yeah, Coach Marty Riley really drew up a nice play call there coming out of that timeout. Basically outnumbered them. You know, went to single receiver side one-on-one. And so if everybody does their job on the line, then that leaves one guy to decide whether he's going to take the quarterback or he's going to take the running back. He chose wrong, and it's a touchdown.
Dale on for the extra point kick. Out of the hold of Caden Trevathan. And the Blazers get this one. So with 1:23 to play in the half, Valley View reclaims the lead. It's 20-14, back in 30 on the EAB Sports Network.
Join the Squirrel Squad and join the fun. Teach your children the importance of savings by opening a youth savings account at First Community Bank. There's no minimum to open an account and no monthly service fee. Interest is paid quarterly at the current youth savings rate. Members will receive a membership kit when they sign up. Each member that saves over $100 will receive a free Squirrel Squad t-shirt. First Community Bank, where community comes first. Member FDIC. Checking accounts without activity may be charged dormant account fees. Rates subject to change.
So Valley View has reclaimed the lead with 1:23 left in the half. It's 20-14 after a 2-yard pass from Turley to Anthony Feliz. The drive unofficially covering 7 yards in 4 plays, set up by the interception and return by Kenneth Robinson. Now awaiting the kickoff. It's a pooch kick. Fair caught at the 45-yard line for Poplar Bluff. The kickoff, or the catch, was made by Alexander Larkins.
Number 47, ball's placed at the 45-yard line of Poplar Bluff. 1st and 10 Mules.
You know, one situation that you just never know how it plays out in a football game, but Poplar Bluff's out of timeouts here, so they're going to have to move quickly with just a minute and 23 seconds left here in this half, even with the good field position.
They start from their own 45. 3 receivers right, 2 to the near side. Ferguson looking across the middle. That ball is caught and the tackle immediately made.
I don't think he held on to it. Yeah, it got jarred free.
Yep, you're right. So it's an incomplete pass.
Yeah. Jay Taylor came in there and laid some lumber and jarred that ball free. We also got a lot of pressure on the quarterback. It was a nice throw by him because Nick Gamble was right there. He could tell you what flavor chewing gum he's chewing.
So it's 2nd and 10 for Poplar Bluff from their 45. 1:15 to play until halftime. 3 receivers right, 2 to the left. And we've got whistles and flags just as the ball is snapped.
Looks like Poplar Bluff jumped there. Gamble showed a stunt.
Ball start, Poplar Bluff.
Really nice play. Really nice play by Nick.
40-yard line brings up 2nd down, 15.
So the false start backs the Mules up to the 40. And it's 2nd and 15.
Pressure will do that to you. It'll get you a little wobbly.
Ferguson is the quarterback for this possession. 2 wides to each side. Back to throw. Got plenty of time. Fires across the middle. That ball is incomplete. Dylan Hall was the intended target, but it was beyond his reach.
Yeah, and Knowles was there. That was a nice route. We were close to a 1st down. But it's a low ball that Poplar Bluff couldn't capitalize on.
3rd and 15 now for Poplar Bluff from their 40. 1:08 remaining in the half. Blazers leading 20-14.
We're in a situation here that if Poplar Bluff doesn't have I'd say at least a 10-yard play, we may consider using our timeout to try to get the football back.
Three receivers, trips to the left, twins to the right. Empty backfield for Ferguson. Sets up, fires right side, and he slips the first tackle. Now he has the first down on the far sideline. Still on his feet, finally tripped up inside Blazer territory at about the 38-yard line.
Pass completed to Jay Soto.
Yeah, it looks like another flag on the play. Hopefully it benefits the Blazers, but I'll be honest, I'm just kind of tired of seeing all the laundry on the field tonight.
Well, I'm with you on that. That was Soto on the catch, by the way. Well, looks like this may be coming back. 57 seconds remaining in the half. Peyton Thomason, the 6'7" junior defensive end, will check in for the Blazers.
Lead man downfield.
Ineligible receiver downfield against the Mules.
Yeah, and looks like Poplar Bluff's.
They're digging deep into the rule book tonight, aren't they?
I'm telling you, the signer must be here tonight. They're working on all the signals.
In fact, I know he is.
There you go.
He's in the booth right next to us, in fact.
It's one of those situations to where, in basketball, if you see a signer walk into the gym, you think, oh, no, it's going to be one of those nights.
Yeah. So it's 3rd and 20 for Poplar Bluff from the 35. Receiver motions to the near side. Now the back motions out of the backfield. Here comes pressure. Huff is after him, and he got him. First sack of the year for Brian Huff.
Yep, and it was just a matter of time. Brian was untouched. They had a left tackle who tried to chip him. Brian's just too athletic, too quick, and he swallowed that quarterback up. Huge play by the Blazers.
So the future Missouri Tiger gets a sack against the team from Missouri. And Poplar Bluff now facing 4th and a passel.
Yes.
49 seconds left in the half.
So we're going to have one timeout left. I think you'll see pressure on this punt. But we should have a chance to have 2 or 3 plays trying to get something downfield.
Blazers leading 20-14, 49 seconds remaining in the half. Poplar Bluff will face a definite punting situation when we return to play. And T.J. Starks will drop back to set up for the Blazer return.
T.J. getting some late instruction from Coach Jay Bishop there. This is one that if it bounces in front of you, if you can charge it a little bit, then you go get it and try to make something happen. But you sure want to make sure that you get your hands on that football.
Here's the kick. Nice kick. It'll be caught at the 36-yard line. He gets the sideline, spins out of a tackle, across midfield, and then gets belted out of bounds at about the 42-yard line.
Yeah, a good strong return there by T.J. Starks.
T.J. Starks on the punt return, knocked out of bounds at the Poplar Bluff 42-yard line. 1st and 10 Blazers.
We're in a situation, you still got a timeout in your pocket. It would be really nice for us to go to a touchdown here, obviously, but I'll say this. It would be, to me, long-term benefit if you could get about half of it, maybe 3/4 of it, and see if we can't get a little confidence in that kicking game.
39 seconds left in the half. Valley View starts from the 42 of Poplar Bluff with 3 receivers wide to each side. Turley's alone in the backfield. He's back to throw. Steps up, fires across the middle, looking for Gartman. He juggled it but couldn't make the catch, and credit to Poplar Bluff defensive back who got a hand on the ball.
Yeah, and Carson underthrew that football. With Drew's length and his athleticism, I think if you can just throw it up and let it get behind the defense, then I think Drew makes that play. Again, no harm, no foul, just an incomplete pass, and here we go again.
3 receivers wide to the left, or to the right, 2 to the left. Pass is...
Yeah, you got to go.
Caught or not, I believe it was.
It's caught. You got to go. You want to save that timeout.
It's on the catch. It's 3rd and 4. 22 seconds left on a rolling clock.
Yeah, that's
they'll spike it.
Yeah. They're going to back us up 5 yards. We never got set.
Valley View.
Never got set. They showed a little bit of a blitz there, and our offensive line. They looked like they were line dancing to Boot Scoot Boogie there for a minute.
After the penalty, ball's placed back at the 41-yard line.
Step off moves it back to the 41 with 18 seconds left. It's 3rd and 9. 3 receivers to the right, 2 to the left, and another pause in play.
Gotta make sure we get our.
Now we're set to return to play, I believe.
Yeah, we got the white hat talking to the head coach of Poplar Bluff. Here we go.
Turley out of the gun in the empty backfield. Back to throw. Fires across the middle. Tice dropped it.
He sure did. He heard footsteps there. It's unfortunate now. So in this situation here, you want to get that first down. Same time, you want to run a relatively safe pass play because, for one, you don't want to turn the football over, but for two, you don't want to give Poplar the football right there at the 41-yard line.
Got 11 seconds left in the half on 4th and 9. Turley back to throw. Stets up, fires, looking for Irvin. Catch made for the first down. Stepped out of bounds inside the 15. That'll stop the clock with 5 seconds left.
Beautiful, beautiful. First off, that was a great play by Carson, obviously, but Zach Key
at the 18-yard line. That's good for another play, sir.
Really impressed with his route running right there. I think that's something he's obviously improved on in the offseason. But looks like we may have one play here.
18-yard line is the line of scrimmage. 5 seconds left. 3 receivers left, 2 to the right. Turley alone in the backfield, out of the gun. Looking across the middle. Fires. That ball is incomplete. And we have 1 second left on the clock.
That's intended for Andrew Jones. Falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down.
It's probably a good thing that pass was incomplete, or we'd be heading into halftime right now.
So a timeout is taken by Valley View with 1 second left. Let's just hold it here. So do you put the field goal team out there at this point, or do you go too far out?
That's why I coach basketball. I would love to see the field goal team go out there and try to, kick this field goal. They have had struggles this year. Normally it's a strength. Special teams always been a strength for Valley View. But the field goal unit, PAT unit's had some trouble. Offense has been with Coach Riley the entire time. So they're going to dial one up here, trying to get into the end zone.
I think it's the right move. At this point, my confidence is not where I would like for it to be in our kicking game.
Yeah, it's a great point that you make in that, right now they're shaky at best, and then you get out there and something bad happens on that field goal attempt, and they're just digging themselves an even bigger hole. So we're going to have the lead going into halftime. Let's see if we can't get 6 more, hopefully 7.
Gartman, Tice, Urban, and Jones are all wide to the left. Starks to the right.
I like Starks in this situation, but that safety's kind of leaned this way.
He's looking for Starks, fires it into the corner of the end zone.
Wow.
He came down with it.
Wow.
He was out of bounds.
He was, but you can't fault the effort. Goodness gracious.
So that'll end the half.
Poplar Bluff 14, Valley View 20.
And with 2 quarters in the books, Valley View leads Poplar Bluff 20-14. We'll be back in 2 minutes on the EAB Sports Network.
Bringing full-service banking to Jonesboro. To celebrate, we're offering you $200 extra. Just open a new checking account with Evolve. Have at least 2 qualifying direct deposits of $500 or more within 90 days. Then we'll deposit $200 extra into your account. It's just that easy. Open a new Evolve checking account and receive an extra $200 in your account, plus free checks for a year. Restrictions apply. Visit getevolved.com/special promotion for more details, or come in and see us at 111 East Huntington Avenue, Suite A, or call us at 870-933-2480. That's 870-933-2480. Evolve Bank and Trust. Equal housing lender. Member FDIC.
Put your daily office routines in the hands of people you can trust. Forrest Office Machines, your authorized Sharp document systems dealer in Jonesboro.
This is Barry Forrest. My family's been taking care of equipment needs of businesses just like yours since 1965. I would love to work for you today.
Put your daily office routines in the hands of people you can trust. Forrest Office Machines, your authorized Sharp document system dealer at 1005 G Street in Jonesboro, 932-7852. Call Forrest Office Machines today.
Central Toyota has your vehicle and your back. And call Central Toyota.
Team's a much improved Poplar Bluff Mule football team. They're better defensively, and then obviously they're much better on offense. This addition of the Mules.
I've been very impressed, and I mentioned this about halfway through the first half, but I've been very impressed with just how prepared Poplar Bluff seems to be tonight. I didn't necessarily see that from them last year in this game.
Correct, and I think their coaching staff, film can lie to you sometimes, and you get film and you break things down and you work in practice, but until you play somebody live, I don't think that last year that they expected Valley View to be as physical as they were, and as big and as fast and strong as they were, and so I think that Poplar Bluff is better, but yeah, I think that they need to. Once they played them last year, they had a much better gauge on. It's not just a smaller classification school from Arkansas they're playing. It's a really good one.
Yeah, you talked about how film can lie, and I can attest to that somewhat because I watched the video stream replay of their game from last week for Poplar Bluff, and I just was not impressed at all. I really expected this to be a turbo clock win for Valley View, and it may end up being one yet, but you never know. I mean,
right.
A whole 2 quarters of football left to play, and what right now is a one-score game.
Yeah, and I think too, we still have some question marks. I think that Coach Cockrell and his staff still have some question marks of who needs to be out there, when, and how. It just when you graduate as many seniors as they did a year ago, playing key positions, and then also too, you got some unexpected situations that happen that they don't have the pieces that they thought they might have had heading into this year, and so I think that they're still figuring it out. But I've been really impressed from 30 to 30. I think the offensive line is better than I expected at this stage because they're so young. Now we just got to figure out how to cash in the red zone.
These two teams combined for 5 touchdowns in that first half. We'll come back to recap first half scoring after this 2-minute timeout on the EAB Sports Network.
No matter what the season, it's always a great time to go to Wings to Go. Whether it's football, whether it's basketball, whether it's baseball, whether it's wrestling, whether it's anything, the wings, the salads, the hamburgers, everything they have at Wings to Go is always flavorful and it's always ready. All that has to happen is you come down and enjoy them.
Happy winging from Wings to Go.
When a clinic sends a referral for your specialty services, you have a choice. The decision of where you receive care is yours. You can choose the only facility in Eastern Arkansas to receive an A rating in patient safety by Leapfrog, delivering world-class care and an unmatched safety protocol. You have a choice in your healthcare provider. Choose NEA Baptist, where safety isn't a goal, it's a promise.
Get huge savings now at every Kavanaugh dealership. Kavanaugh has a great selection of late model, low mileage, certified pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs. And most are still under factory warranty. We have every make and every model, so you're sure to find the vehicle you want. And when you buy at Kavanaugh, every new and used purchase comes with 1 year of free maintenance. Plus, we buy cars. Bring a vehicle? Get a check. Come see us today at one of our dealerships or go to CavanaughCars.com.
Jonesboro Orthopedics and Sports Medicine has been taking care of our local athlete for over 40 years.
Tires. And coming soon, they'll have 2 locations with JOSM on Main and opening in September, JOSM on Matthews. Inside St. Bernard's Health and Wellness Center with non-operative providers Dr. J.T. Fisher and the newest addition to the staff, Dr. Morgan Benefield. Call 932-1820. Find them on Facebook and at JonesboroOrtho.com. Jonesboro Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, excelling in our field so you can excel on yours.
Randy Myers under the headset in the NEA Baptist broadcast position as we welcome you into our Kavanaugh Auto Group halftime report presented by the Kavanaugh Auto Group. Check out Kavanaugh's entire selection of new and pre-owned inventory at KavanaughCars.com. And tune in later tonight to the Ticket Radio Network for the Friday Night Lights Scoreboard Show presented by the Kavanaugh Auto Group. Will Oswald will have a full recap of everything going on across the state and the area with final scores for you. Let's recap first half scoring from this one. Valley View got on the board early on their first possession, scoring on a 8-yard Zane Guthrie run. The extra point kick was good. The drive covered 51 yards in 9 plays, and Valley View was up 7-0. Poplar Bluff would tie the game with 2:10 to play in the opening frame on a 15-yard run by Colin McBride. The kick was good. The drive covered 18 yards in only 2 plays, and we were tied at 7 apiece at the end of the first quarter. Valley View would score again midway through the second period with 7:08 to play in the frame on a 20-yard pass from Carson Turley to Andrew Jones. That was a 4th down pass play. The kick was no good. The drive covered 30 yards in 6 plays, and Valley View led 13-7 at that point. Poplar Bluff would get their first lead of the night with 6:14 to play. They scored on a 16-yard pass play from Ferguson to Graham. The drive covered 48 yards in 5 plays. The extra point kick put Poplar Bluff up for the first time tonight, 14-13. It was a short-lived lead as Valley View would reclaim the lead with 1:23 to play in the half on a 2-yard pass from Turley to Anthony Feliz. That drive was set up by Kenneth Robinson, interception and return. Valley View covered only 7 yards in 4 plays on that scoring drive, and they now lead at 20-14 at the half. So that recaps your first half scoring. We'll step aside for a 3-minute timeout and back to check some of those scores and other games going on across the 5A East Conference in Northeast Arkansas after this on the EAB Sports Network.
Greenway proudly supports the DIYer in you. Whether you're a mover, a shaker, a groundbreaker, a risk taker, a challenge embracer, or a landscape visionary, whatever the task, we've got a John Deere tractor that can help move your project forward. You've got work to do, so let's get started. Reserve yours today in store or at GoGreenway.com.
Go outside and play with Jonesboro Cycle and ATV. Jonesboro Cycle is your go-to for all your power sports needs, whether it be off-road, on-road, or on the wall. Check out their inventory of 4-wheelers, side-by-sides, motorcycles, dirt bikes, cruisers, go-karts, scooters, personal watercrafts, boats, and even boat motors. Jonesboro Cycle is a 185,000 square foot motorsports mecca featuring all the name brands under one roof. Jonesboro Cycle and ATV on U.S. Highway 63 North in Bono and JonesboroCycle.com.
Need top-notch farming and lawn gear? Visit First Choice Farm and Lawn, your Kubota dealer in Brooklyn. We get your need for reliable equipment. That's why we offer precision Kubota machinery for any task. From seasoned farmers to green-thumbed homeowners, we are working to keep you working. Find your Kubota match at First Choice Farm and Lawn on Highway 49 in Brooklyn. Achieve your goals faster with our Kubota inventory and top-notch service. Call 870-790-2301 or drop by today. Your trusted Kubota dealer, First Choice Farm and Lawn.
Pico Food says good luck to all the players, coaches, cheerleaders, and marching bands taking the field tonight. Under the lights, it's not about who's in your path, it's about who's in your huddle. And Pico Foods is a proud teammate and supporter of local communities and the state's agricultural producers. Learn more about how Pico Foods buys direct to support local producers. In Arkansas and Missouri, call David Durham or James Chester, 870-202-7101. In Alabama and Mississippi, Call Andrew Parker or John Taylor Hickman at 601-670-9383.
Hey there, Northeast Arkansas. This is John Moore of Arkansas Superstore on Highway 49 in Brooklyn. Here to tell you that we're flipping the script on car buying. Don't stand for bait and switch tactics.
That's holding.
We believe in transparency and trust. You deserve the car you want with a payment much lower than your rent. Arkansas Superstore is here to make sense of it all for you. Come over and find your dream ride. You're approved. When the banks say no, I say yes. Visit us today, 11580 Highway 49 North in Brooklyn, or online at arkansassuperstore.com.
You raised your family here. Did every July 4th here. Refinished the floors here twice. Sized up your daughter's boyfriends here. Waited in the doorway all day when your son was coming home on leave. This place has given you all you've dreamed of, and now it's giving again, in the form of a gourmet kitchen and the quietest dishwasher known to man. Realize your dream with a home equity line of credit from Simmons Bank. Dreams realized. SimmonsBank.com. Member FDIC, equal housing lender, subject to credit approval.
Back at Central Dealership Stadium, Randy Myers under the headset along with Jason Smith in the NEA Baptist broadcast position. It is halftime as we continue along with our Kavanaugh Auto Group halftime show. Valley View leading Poplar Bluff 20-14 here at the break. And let's take a look at some of the other games going on across Northeast Arkansas and the 5A East Conference. And Jason, you have some scores to pass along?
Yeah, I do. A lot of pretty good games this week, a lot of intriguing matchups, but specifically here in the conference, Maumelle leads Batesville 28-6 at half. Pulaski Robinson's up 17-6 on Forest City. Nettleton looks like that they have a 21-0 lead on Pocahontas. Southside Batesville 21-7 over Bald Knob, and then Gosnell looks to be up 20-12 on Brookland. I do not have a score. I don't have that Jonesboro score. I think you had that, Randy.
Yeah, Jonesboro trails Lake Hamilton at the half, 13-7 at the last report we had.
Northeast Arkansas scores. No score reported with Westside and Hoxie. BB's up 21-8 on Newport. So that's about what I got right now. But a lot of good football here early in the season.
Elsewhere in the 5A East, Paragould is at home tonight against Piggott. No score available on that one apparently yet.
Right.
Wynn has an open date tonight. Westside is at Hoxie, as we mentioned. Walnut Ridge is at home tonight against Cave City. Highland hitting the road to Riverview, which is in Searcy. Rivercrest at home tonight for a big game against Mills. EPC playing host to Manila this evening. Earl is at home against Helena. In 8-man football, Corning is at Izard County. Cedar Ridge is at home against Midland. And also back to traditional 11-man football, Newport is stepping up to take on Class 5A BB tonight down in Central Arkansas. Now, we mentioned that Rivercrest and Mills game, and Rivercrest will be the opponent here next week for Valley View. And, Coach, I think we can both agree that Valley View will have to have much better play next week against the Colts than we saw them do here in the first half tonight.
They will, and I expect them to. They know the Rivercrest Colts very well. It's one of those teams that they've just kind of played each other every single year, almost developing pretty good rivalry, a lot of respect from both sides for each other's programs. But yeah, I think the Rivercrest is one of the favorites to win their classification state championship, and Mills is going to come up there to the Cotton Patch with a lot of athleticism, a lot of D1 talent. I didn't have a score on that game, but Rivercrest will be you know how it is when you play at the Cotton Patch. There's no easy W's, as we found out last year. We had to battle and battle. Next week will be a big football game. Hope to have a huge crowd out here at Blazer Stadium for that one.
I think we will, because it's a pretty good home crowd here tonight, and Rivercrest always travels very well.
They do, and they love their football over there, in Wilson, and I just think that that's two really good football teams going to go at it. I'd be surprised if it's not the game of the week, for just about everybody. But, I think that this Valley View team, with all the youth, with all the experience, I think you're just going to see them get better and better as the year goes along. And I think that's going to be a dandy next Friday night.
Well, you and I called that Valley View Rivercrest game last year, and it was an interesting game because Valley View dominated the first half. They took advantage of a lot of Rivercrest mistakes, but boy, the Colts came battling back, and put a scare in the Blazers late in the game before Valley View finally got some plays to win it.
Yeah, well, they sure did, and then, as I well remember, because it was a long night, we had a couple key injuries with Bo Kid Smith and with Slade Caldwell, both going down early in that third quarter. Bo with a shoulder and Slade with an eye, and Slade spent the night over in Memphis at the ER, and then turned out Bo had a separated AC joint in his shoulder, and they both missed some time. But it was a tale of two halves over there, and we held on for dear life at the end.
So it is halftime. We've got about 6 minutes roughly left in the half if they don't add more time to the clock, which they often do. But right now the halftime clock shows a little under 6 minutes left. We're going to pause for 3 minutes. Valley View leads at 20-14 at the break. We're back in a moment on the EAB Sports Network.
Quarterback, guard, running back. Every position has a role in building success. If you want a position where you can build success in your own career, Lexicon is hiring welders, millwrights, and many more positions. We offer free on-the-job training through our own Lexicon University so you can learn while you earn and build the career you want. Competitive pay, a great health care plan, paid vacation, a sweet 401k plan, and more. Find out more at lexicon-inc.com/football.
For over a decade, the Arkansas Children's Hospital Jonesboro Clinic has served pediatric patients with specialty healthcare needs ranging from hearing loss to heart disease. Their doctors, nurses, and pediatric specialists, combined with state-of-the-art telemedicine options, means patients get the nationally ranked care Arkansas Children's Hospital is known for without driving to Little Rock. Bringing care close to your home to give kids more time to be kids is the Arkansas Children's commitment. Visit archildrens.org/NEA.
It's a mix and match special now at all Northeast Arkansas Domino's Pizza locations. Choose any two for $6.99 each for carry-out or delivery. How about a medium two-topping pizza, oven-baked sandwich, pasta in a tin, loaded tots, Domino's stuffed cheesy bread, bread twists, marble brownies, and so much more. Switch it up for lunch or dinner for the whole gang. The mix and match special with any two for only $6.99 each for carry-out or delivery. Only at your Northeast Arkansas area Domino's Pizza locations.
For over a decade, the Arkansas Children's Hospital Jonesboro Clinic has served pediatric patients with specialty healthcare needs ranging from hearing loss to heart disease. Their doctors, nurses, and pediatric specialists, combined with state-of-the-art telemedicine options, means patients get the nationally ranked care Arkansas Children's Hospital is known for without driving to Little Rock. Bringing care close to your home to give kids more time to be kids is the Arkansas Children's commitment. Visit archildrens.org/NEA.
It's a mix and match special now at all Northeast Arkansas Domino's Pizza locations. Choose any two for $6.99 each for carry-out or delivery. How about a medium two-topping pizza, oven-baked sandwich, pasta in a tin, loaded tots, Domino's stuffed cheesy bread, bread twists, marble brownies, and so much more. Switch it up for lunch or dinner for the whole gang. The mix and match special with any two for only $6.99 each for carry-out or delivery. Only at your Northeast Arkansas area Domino's Pizza locations.
Hey, dude, you won't believe it. We sold our house and we made a fortune.
No way! How'd you find out it was worth that much?
We used this awesome website, arhomevalue.com. It was a game changer. It's brought to you by Dustin White Realty. They know their stuff. Plus, arhomevalue.com is quick and easy to use.
Don't miss out on getting top dollar for your home. Go to arhomevalue.com today. Brought to you by Dustin White Realty. Top dollar for your home sale is just a click away. arhomevalue.com.
Welcome back to our Kavanaugh Auto Group halftime report. Valley View leading Poplar Bluff 20-14 here after the first two quarters of play. Randy Myers and Jason Smith in the NEA Baptist broadcast position. And, Coach, we have, I believe, a record number of former Blazers right now that are playing college football as we speak.
Yeah, I think so. And so today, I did my homework and started looking all these guys up. Right now, I believe we have 7 former Blazers that are on college football rosters all across the country. And it starts with Cole Luttrell, who graduated, I believe, in 21. But he's at Missouri S&T. Played last night. He's an offensive lineman. They lost to nationally ranked Delta State last night, 48-20. Then you have a 22 grad in Aiden Huntsman. Everyone remembers Aiden. He was such a good running back here for the Blazers. But he plays for Lyon over in Batesville, and they open their season tomorrow versus Grinnell College. You also have Jaden Hamilton, who was a 22 grad playing linebacker for again, nationally ranked Ouachita Baptist. They're the eighth ranked team in the country, and they beat Southwest Oklahoma State University last night, 38-14. Jay Mormon, a freshman, he's playing for Arkansas Tech, defensive back. They got beat in a heartbreaker last night at Oklahoma Baptist, 23-21. Daquan Galloway, who's another defensive back that graduated in 23. He's playing at Central Arkansas down in Conway, and they open their season tomorrow with a tall task at Oklahoma State. You also have Bo Kid Smith, who is a tight end out at Arkansas State. They open their season tomorrow at Oklahoma. And then finally you have LaJavian Irvin, who played a lot of D-line and played some running back for the Blazers. He's actually a running back now at Judson University in Illinois. And they open their season tomorrow at Marion. That's not Marion, Arkansas. That's Marion College in Illinois. But 7 Blazers that you know that Coach Cockrell and these guys are really, really proud of.
And Mario Crawford would still be playing, but unfortunately, Mario, of course, is a cadet at the Air Force Academy and went there on a football scholarship, but unfortunately had his athletic career ended prematurely with an injury.
Yeah, he did, but so now, I mean, you know, Mario's just such a great young man. Now he's a cadet at the Air Force Academy and doing a great job by all accounts.
So halftime is winding down, and trying to figure out exactly what they're going to do. Looks like we're going to have time for at least one more timeout. So let's call for a 30-second timeout. We may extend this break. So we'll be back momentarily on the EAB Sports Network.
What started with our grandfather and continues in its 4th generation today, Glensane's history of quality sales, service, and strong personal relationships that have kept our customers and their families coming back for over 69 years.
From my grandpa to my dad to us, service after the sale is a big deal. Whether you're looking to buy a GMC, Chevrolet, Buick, or Ford, we look forward to serving you and your family for years to come.
We're back at Central Dealership Stadium, and it's halftime. Valley View leading Poplar Bluff 20-14 as we get set to begin the second half here in just a bit. And Coach, in this first half, Valley View struggled. This young Valley View offensive line really struggled with these 2 big interior tackles of Poplar Bluff. And these guys are 330 pounds and 260 pounds, and they're tough to move out of there.
They really are, and I'll tell you what they're doing is they're taking up space and holding their own, and then those linebackers are coming with a lot of blitz packages that's giving the Blazers some trouble. I look for Valley View to probably mix up some cadence calls and do some different things. But, you know, this offensive line, it's 5 new starters because Avery's out tonight. Avery Wood is out tonight, and so you're looking at 5 brand new guys, youthful guys who are going to get better and better. But, you know, it's not the easiest thing in the world to be going against you know, some juniors and seniors when you may be a sophomore, you may be a guy who's never been in a high school football game, and then to go against guys who are, you know, 300 plus over there that can move and are athletic. That's no easy job.
Yeah, Judd Miles is getting the starting nod at center tonight in place of the injured Avery Wood, and Judd's only a sophomore, and he's getting a baptism by fire tonight.
He sure is, and you know, it's one of those, bless his heart tonight, but, you know, get through this, learn from it, and it's just going to make you better because, you know, there's a lot of defensive lines down the line here in the next few weeks and the rest of this season that will be every bit as good as this Poplar Bluff D-line.
It starts next week.
Very much so, very much so.
With Rivercrest coming to town because they are not to be taken lightly. So we are just about set to get the second half underway. Poplar will get the ball to begin the third quarter. So Valley View has it teed up at the 40-yard line. Blazers left some points on the field in that first half, Coach. There's no arguing that fact.
That is true, and you know, and it wasn't just one way of doing so. They struggled in the red zone. They struggled with some running the football. You know, they really didn't run the football that well. But you know, that's why coaches go in at halftime, try to make some adjustments. We'll see what happens here in this third quarter.
Here's the pooch kick. Fair caught at the 36-yard line by Hunter Clifford.
Kickoff fair caught at the 36-yard line.
So Poplar Bluff will take over from there.
Yeah, I'm anxious to see the adjustments made, even on the Poplar Bluff side of the football, because they have some weapons over there that haven't been utilized a whole lot. The young man who caught the touchdown pass, he's a fine-looking athlete, and you wonder if they'll try to give him some more touches here in the second half.
So here come the Mules to the line of scrimmage, starting from the 36. They flood the right side of the field with 3 receivers. They have 2 to the left. Empty backfield for Ferguson, the quarterback. Now he'll bring a man in motion. Shows it to him on the fake jet sweep, keeps it, gets back to the line of scrimmage and lost a yard.
Really good job by Nick Gamble there. Nick Gamble read that play, was in the backfield, and that's what you need. And I think you're going to see Nick Gamble being one of those guys that we're talking about here the next couple of years as just the next edition of what's been great linebackers from this Valley View football program every year.
Brian Huff was also in on the play. It's no gain after the spot, so it's 2nd and 10 from 36 with 11:28 to play in the half. Or the second half, that is. Blazers up by 1 score. It's 20-14. 3 receivers right, 2 to the left. 1 receiver motions to the right. They'll throw it out near side. And a short gain for Wantor, who caught the touchdown pass for him in the first half.
Gain of 4 on the play.
Got 4 yards, waits up 3rd and 6.
Yeah, on that screen pass, they tried to bring the lineman out. They tried to bring 58, and 58, he just couldn't quite get there. But if he would have sealed that edge, it'd been a big play. Again, Kenny Robinson just stayed home and did his job and set up, we're looking at, I guess, about a 3rd and long 6.
Ball's at the 40-yard line. Just over 11 minutes left in the 3rd period. 3 receivers right, 2 to the left. Ferguson to throw. Here comes pressure. He's in the grasp. Gets away. Throws it up for grabs. That'll be incomplete.
Yeah.
That was just to get rid of the ball.
It was. And a heady play by their quarterback there because he never had a chance. You had 3 Blazers in the backfield, and he just made a smart, heady play to throw that thing over here to the sideline. I think Coach Adam Carter dropped it, if I'm not mistaken. We'll let him know about that on Monday.
So the Mules go 3 and out, and T.J. Stark sets up for the Valley View return. He'll be standing at his own 25, now 23-yard line. Hunter will be standing at his own 28. It's a high, short kick.
Stay away.
Mule bounce and roll. And they will down it at the 44-yard line.
44-yard line.
Yeah, so that was a net about an 18-yard punt there. Sets Valley View up with some really nice field position here to start the second half.
Blazers take over at the 44 on their side of the field with 10:50 left in the 3rd. 3 receivers wide to each side of the field. Turley is empty in the backfield. Feliz motions, and we have whistles and flags just as he takes off. So this is probably coming back.
It is. It's again, we left a step early. What I'm seeing, though, and look to take advantage of is that with this pressure that Poplar Bluff is bringing up the middle, there's nobody over the top. There's no set. There's nothing over the top. So there's going to be some. If we can hold the pressure, if we can keep the pressure out, there's going to be some situations where we're able to hit somebody over the top right in the middle of the field.
Penalty moves it back to the 39. It's 1st and 15. Now Feliz lines up in the backfield on Turley's right hip with 2 receivers wide each side. And once again, we have whistles and flags. And Valley View hit with a delay of game.
Yeah.
After the penalty, the ball plays at the 34-yard line. 1st down 20.
So now it's 1st and 20 from the 34.
We're going a long way, Randy.
Suddenly a great field position. We have now turned into mediocre field position.
Yep.
Two receivers left and right. Turley out of the gun. Keeps it, looking for some room, trying to bounce to the outside. Flag goes down at the end of the play. Turley advanced it up to about the 36, and that's when the flag came down.
Yeah, and they grabbed hold of that face mask, and it was inadvertent, but we're definitely going to take it. That's going to get us back a lot of that field position. Well, I forgot, it's just a 5-yard.
It moves it forward to the 41.
5-yard penalty. Ball's placed at the...
The only thing I hate about football is every level has different rules, and you know, some levels have every face mask is 15 yards, and high school you have personal fouls and inadvertence, and frustrating.
So it's 1st and 14 from the 41. 3 receivers left, 2 to the right. Here comes the blitz. Philly is in motion. Turley looking for Irvin. Catch made, and he goes down at the 39-yard line.
Yeah, really nice play there.
Irvin.
Poplar was fortunate that Zachy didn't just run underneath that football because he'd have been gone.
39-yard line is good for another play.
So the 39 will be the line of scrimmage. And Valley View with a fresh set of downs from there. 2 receivers to each side. Turley flips it out to Feliz. And Feliz gets run out of bounds at about the 35-yard line.
Anthony Feliz on the carry, knocked out of bounds by Logan Heights.
Yeah, I think when Anthony goes back and looks at this film, his inexperience, if instead of bouncing that one outside, if he cuts that one up, I think he just gashed the defense.
Brings up 2nd and 6 for Valley View from the 35. 10 minutes left in the third. Blazers lead 20-14. Feliz on the carry, running across the left side, gets a good surge from the offensive line. He's close to the marker.
Yeah, really good strong run there.
On the carry.
By the young junior.
Down at the 30-yard line, brings up 30.
A yard shy of the first down. The ball will be spotted at the 30. So it's 3rd and 1, just inside the right hash. 2 receivers, wide left and right. Give to Feliz. Feliz. Nope, actually they throw it out left side to Tice. He's got the first down. Puts his head down and batters his way forward for extra yards down near the 15-yard line.
Yeah, it's such a good play fake there by Carson Turley. It faked out the voice of the Blazers, but what I've noticed is that Gavin Tice looks like a new man this year. Looks like he's probably put on maybe 10, 15 pounds of muscle, and I mean, he just trucked that young man over there on the sideline for Poplar Bluff.
First down from the Poplar Bluff 15. Feliz on the carry. Running left, ball comes loose. Poplar Bluff appears to get it back.
Yep.
Fumble on the play. Recovered by Poplar Bluff.
So the Mules recover.
Yeah, it looked like just helmet to football, and Feliz may be down.
Yeah, there's somebody down out there. Can't tell who it's from here, but there is a Blazer down. So we'll take the injury timeout with 8:52 to play in the third quarter. Valley View leads Poplar Bluff 20-14. We'll return in 30 seconds on the EAB Sports Network.
Across Arkansas, Farmers and Merchants Bank and the Bank of Fayetteville join you in cheering on our favorite teams. We applaud the extra effort from neighbors like you that make our local schools and activities an integral part of our community. Working as a team to help you reach your goals is a perfect game plan for success. The Farmers and Merchants Bank and the Bank of Fayetteville, finally a bank in your corner. MeBanking.com, member FDIC.
.52 remaining in the third period. There's an injury timeout. Anthony Feliz appears to be the Blazer who is down over near the far sideline. If he has to leave the game, which obviously he will for at least one play, that will probably step Zane Guthrie back up into that position. Feliz is back up on his feet and walking to the sideline under his own power, so hopefully that's a good sign.
Yeah, I think so. I think he just got stuck pretty good. It was a nice lick there by a defender for Poplar Bluff, and maybe just knocked the wind out of him. And then also, you know how it is when you fumble the football, your pride's hurt a little bit too. So hopefully he's fine. He is holding on to a wrist maybe, but he seems to be going off on his own power.
So Poplar Bluff gets it back at the 15-yard line on their end of the field. They'll bring a receiver in motion to the near side. The snap is high. They're able to get it down. And now the quarterback will scramble across the middle and fight for about 2 or 3.
Jay Edmondson on the keeper.
Yeah, on that play.
2 on the play brings up second down.
Looked like Noah Wendell was back there in the backfield and had good pressure, but the quarterback made a nice play and was able to go up into the pocket and get a couple positive yards.
Ferguson got 2. It brings up 2nd and 8 from the 17. .8:16 to play in the third. Blazers lead 20-14. 3 receivers to the near side, 1 to the right. Ferguson gives it off to the running back. He'll angle toward the right sideline and get run out of bounds about 2 or 3 yards shy of the first down marker.
Yeah, good play by their back. I think Huff may be cramping over there. Seems to be. He was the one that made the tackle. Hopefully it's just a cramp.
They're tending to him on the sideline.
Yeah,
trying to figure out where the ball is spotted.
I think we're going to be about maybe 1.5 yards, 2 yards short.
Yeah, Huff's okay.
Oh, actually, we got a nice spot there.
It's going to bring up 3rd and 4. Line of scrimmage will be the 21. Just inside 8 to play in the third. Valley View leads 20-14. Three receivers left, 2 to the right. Empty backfield for Ferguson. Sets up, fires right, incomplete.
Yeah.
Brings up 4th down.
Fortunate there, the receiver was open.
Ball just looked like it was a little bit behind him.
Yep, big stop there for the Blazer defense.
So they'll force another 3 and out, and is on to return punt. He will set up at about the 43-yard line on the left hash. Now he drifts back to the 40. They get the kick away. This is a high kick up in the lights. It'll bounce twice, and Poplar Bluff will down it at the 44-yard line of the Blazers.
1st and 10 Blazers.
Well, I know this stadium would really like, especially this home side, really like this Blazer offense to start firing on all cylinders on this drive right here and get us a little separation.
First down for Valley View from the 44 with 7:45 to play in the third. It's a 6-point lead for Valley View. 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. And the pass is across the left side to Andrew Jones, and he's inside Poplar Bluff territory to about the 47-yard line.
I like that play right there. Every time Andrew's been targeted tonight, good things have happened. We threw one incompletion over here on this near sideline first half, but I believe he's got 3 catches I know of and positive yards each time. 1 touchdown.
2 receivers wide each side. Turley keeps it, runs across the middle, darts through the hole, still on his feet, and finally caught at about the 35-yard line.
Tack on some more yards there. We got another face mask. We'll take those yards, but I'm getting a little weary of watching number 1's helmet getting spun around this much in one football game.
Personal foul, face mask, Poplar Bluff.
Looks like this will be the big face mask penalty.
15 yards at the end of the run.
So tack 15 onto the end of the first down run by Turley.
Ball will be placed at the 20-yard line. That's good for another Blazer.
And after the step off, the ball is spotted at the 19-yard line. So the Blazers are in the red zone again with 2 receivers wide each side. Wendell on the carry. I believe that's Wendell.
Peyton Hicks.
Okay, Peyton Hicks, I'm
yeah,
sorry.
Peyton Hicks, sophomore.
12-yard line.
So Hicks carries it
Down 4.
down to the 14-yard line.
Yeah.
Or the 13, rather.
It's a good run there from the rookie. Has a good, strong run inside.
2nd and 4. Again, the give to Peyton Hicks. Hicks gets tripped up after a pickup of about a yard there.
Peyton Hicks on the carry, knocked down.
Yeah, what I'm seeing from Peyton Hicks, though, is he's not very big. It lists him at 5'7", 134. But he's not afraid to stick his nose in there. A good couple runs there from Peyton Hicks.
3rd and about 2.5 here for Valley View with 6:28 to play in the period. Ball just shy of the 11-yard line.
Bring in, see if he can get something going.
So Guthrie is the running back. 2 wides to each side. Turley's going to keep it running left, and he is going to be caught shy of the marker.
Preston Turley on the keeper. No gain on the play.
No gain.
4th down, 3.
We're going to leave the offense out there.
Going no huddle. Or going tempo, I should say. Guthrie remains in at running back.
Bringing pressure from this near side here on the edge.
4th and 2. Pass to the left side. The caught.
No, it was incomplete. Bounced.
So once again, the Blazers come up empty in the red zone.
Turnover on downs. 1st and 10, Poplar Bluff.
And this offense that was so dynamic last week, having tough sledding here tonight.
Yeah, they really are, and I think that we're so spoiled with Carson Turley over the last 2+ years. I think when he goes back and watches that film, he's going to see that with that pressure coming from this side, he had 2 one-on-ones over here that he probably should have went to. But it's a whole lot easier for me to say that sitting up here in the safety of this booth than him with those 300-pounders.
Here comes Poplar Bluff from the 12. They fire downfield. The pass is incomplete. Well defended in the secondary. The intended receiver was Wander.
Yeah. Really nice play there from Ricky Moffitt and Robinson. They both got there right as the ball got there and knocked that thing free.
Brings up 2nd and 10 from the 12 for Poplar Bluff with 5:27 to play in the thus far scoreless 3rd period. Ferguson out of the gun. Gets flushed. Here comes pressure. He gets rid of it. Finds the receiver across the middle, and he is close to the 1st down.
Yeah, it's really.
To Dylan Hall.
Dylan Hall made the catch.
Yeah, a really nice play there by the quarterback, just staying in there. He was pressured. He stood his ground and threw a strike.
Line of scrimmage will be the 23. 5:14 to play in the 3rd. Blazers clinging to a 6-point lead. It's 20-14. Three receivers to the right, 1 to the near side. Ferguson to throw. Sets up, looking. That ball is incomplete.
Really good coverage.
Again, the intended target.
Really good coverage there by Robinson. You're glad that play didn't happen in Missouri. It would have probably been a PI. We're at home, so it was just a really, really nice play by Kenneth there.
Brings up 2nd and 10 for the Mules from their 22. Or correction, 23. With 4:49 to play in the period. They'll send trip sets to the near side and twins to the right. Empty backfield for Ferguson. Here comes pressure. He's flushed and caught. He'll be sacked. Back at about the 17-yard line.
Sacked by
Just to come to the numbers that time.
Yeah. Looks like you had Jude Raper and you had Ed Bournes back there both. So I'm going to say they share that sack. But what a huge play by the Blazer defense.
15.
Sets up a 3rd and 15 for Poplar Bluff. Back at the 17-yard line with 4:18 to play in the period. They'll send 2 receivers to the near side, 2 to the right. Running back will shift to Ferguson's left hip. Ferguson to throw. Fires. Catch made on the sideline, shy of the marker.
Pass completed to James
It'll be 4th down.
Good pitch and catch there. Soto, I think, was the receiver.
21-yard line brings up 4th down, 7.
But bend but don't break defense, and we ought to get the football back here in pretty good field position.
So Poplar Bluff to punt once again as Starks makes his way onto the field to set up for the return. He will stand at his own 39 on the left hash. Kick away. And there will be no return as it goes out of bounds at about the 36-yard line.
Out of bounds at the 37-yard line. 1st and 10 Blazers.
Time to become a cheerleader here and start cheering for the Blazers. We really need something positive on this drive. We need to come away with some points.
They'll start at the 37 after the spot. Have been able to move the ball. Left a lot of points on the field well.
Yeah, I think we're trying to figure out exactly who our go-to guys are, and that'll come. The talent, the potential's there. Just so many weapons, and sometimes it's hard to figure out who to go to.
2 receivers to each side. Turley will tuck and run across the middle. He's got the 1st down as he puts his shoulders and head down and powers forward for those last 2 yards to move the chains.
I've always been partial to that weapon, though. That's a pretty good one.
8-yard line, that's good for another Blazer.
Line of scrimmage will be the 48. Fresh set of downs for Valley View. 2 receivers left and right. Turley throws it out left side for Gartman, and Gartman trying to slip the tackle but unable to do so. They get after about a pickup of 2.
Brought down at midfield, brings up 2nd down, 8.
Yeah, he smothered up pretty quick there. I'd like to see us try to get into a little tempo here, try to get this defense, because it's still hot. It's not near as hot as it was last week, but there's some big fellas, and try to get the defense on their heels a little bit.
2nd and 8 from the 50 on the left hash. Turley back to throw. Here comes pressure. He's flushed and fakes. Rolls right, fires, finds Irvin. Irvin still on his feet. He has the 1st down inside the 30. What a play there by both the quarterback and the receiver.
Absolutely, and 52 is going to be sick for Poplar Bluff. I mean, he had Carson Turley in his grasp, in his paws, but as we've seen so many times over the years, Carson just the ability to get out there and can get that play extended. Irvin with a huge catch.
1st down at the 39. 2 receivers to each side. Throw it out right side for Irvin. Irvin splits 2 defenders, fights forward inside the 35 down to about the 34. And it's 2nd and 4.
Yep, now we're moving a little bit, and you start seeing these defensive players with their hands on their hips, starting to get a little winded. It's time.
Turley takes the snap, hands it off over the right side to Hicks, and Hicks, I believe, has the 1st down. If not, he's very close.
Yeah, another good strong run by the 134-pound Peyton Hicks.
A little slow to get, so a pause momentarily for him.
I think Peyton hit him so hard he knocked him in.
That's Logan Height, their all-state linebacker, who got the worst end of that deal. It is a 1st down for Valley View.
Ball's placed at the
line of scrimmage will be the 28.
7-yard line.
1:20 to play in the 3rd. 2 receivers left and right. Turley back to throw. Sets up wide open. Starks. That's a touchdown.
Touchdown, Valley.
And how Starks got that open, I don't know, but it was an easy score for Valley View.
It's just a matter of time. 2 plays before that, you had Irvin on the curl that we hit, and Starks was open. And, you know, it takes a lot of communication from those D-backs, and that time they both bid on the curl and left TJ almost too open. And I think he started having to think about it a little bit, but fortunately he catches the football for a nice touchdown.
Here's the extra point kick. Snap is fumbled. Trevathan rolling right.
You got a chance.
Tuck and run, and is he in? Nope, just shy of the end zone.
Good effort by Trevathan there.
Yeah,
2-point conversion.
absolutely.
No good.
But just came up shy of the pylon. So with 1:06 to play in the third, Valley View extends its lead to 26-14. We'll be back in 30 seconds on the EAB Sports Network.
Mom, I can't get my homework to upload.
Dad, my video game is froze again.
Babe, is our internet down again? I'm missing the big game.
Honey, I'm trying to make this online payment, but it just keeps buffering.
Get your life up to speed with high-speed internet from Empower Broadband. Empower's reliable service brings high-speed internet to even the most remote areas of Northeast Arkansas. With Empower Broadband, you can stream your favorite movies, video chat with loved ones, work from home without interruptions, and so much more. Empower Broadband. Life up to speed. For more info, visit empowerbroadband.com.
You're listening to the Valley View Blazers on FM News Talk 102.1 and KBTM AM 1230 Jonesboro.
Well, the Blazers extend the lead out to double digits. It's now 26-14. Here's Troy Dale's ensuing kickoff. We'll recap the scoring drive momentarily. And the return man goes down. Tripped up is Hunter Clifford.
Hunter Clifford on the return.
As he'll have it up to about the 37-yard line.
I think that 35-yard line got him there, or a sniper one, but huge, much-needed touchdown for the Blazers.
That drive unofficially covering 63 yards and 5 plays, capped off with Turley's 27-yard touchdown pass to TJ Starks.
Yeah, I really like seeing the tempo of that drive. I thought their defense got tired a little bit, and I think if we can get a 3 and out here and put pressure back on them, we're liable to blow this thing open.
Here come the Mules. First down from their own 37. Bring a man in motion to the near side. Ferguson is the quarterback. Snap goes over his head, and there's a chase for the football. Huff is coming after it, but Ferguson will get on it. He'll have to eat it for a big loss all the way back to about the 17-yard line.
And you know what? That's the exact same play that I would do if I were a quarterback and I saw Brian Huff coming at me. I would do that exact same thing.
Cover that ball and start praying.
Yep. Pray for a quick whistle.
Yeah. So the spot will be the 20-yard line with 25 seconds left in the period. It's second and about 2 miles.
I was going to say come and go.
Yep. Ferguson back to throw. He's flushed. Now he'll tuck and run. Slips the first tackle, but gets caught at the 26.
Jay Edmondson on the keeper. Brought down at the 26-yard line.
That was probably the last play of the period.
Brings up down 21.
It was, and with 3 in the books, Valley View has a 2-score lead. It's 26-14. We will pause for 30 seconds and back to begin the 4th period when we return after this on the EAB Sports Network.
Athletics is brought to you by Gateway Tire and Service Center and Toyo Tires. With always one thing you can count on, we go the distance for you. Before you hit the road for a trip across country or across town, drop by Gateway Tire and Service Center and check out the great deals on Toyo Tires. Whether it's tires or auto repair, you can always count on one thing. At Gateway Tire and Toyo Tires, we go the distance for you. At Gateway Tire in Jonesboro, we go the distance for you.
26-14 is our score as we welcome you back to Central Dealership Stadium. Set to begin the 4th period. Valley View with the lead. Poplar Bluff will have the football, facing a 3rd and about 20 to begin the 4th quarter.
Yeah, and it appears that fatigue has set in a little bit of humidity. Number 75 for the offensive line of Poplar Bluff is barely making his way on and off the field.
That's 330-pound DJ Hubrans. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left on 3rd and long. Now a running back will motion left side. Quarterback fires across the middle. That ball is picked off.
It sure is.
The return is on. It's a short return. Actually, he's still on his feet.
I believe that's Jay Taylor. They're still throwing their flag down.
Got a Poplar Bluff player also down at the end of that play.
Maybe win a flag. But I'll tell you what caused that interception. Jay Taylor made a heck of a play, but Brian Huff, once again, just tons of pressure in the backfield. Quarterback threw off his back leg. Yeah, there is a flag down.
That is the second Valley View interception of the night. I guess the Poplar Bluff team that threw 3 of those last week in their loss to Park Hills. So Valley View is going to have the ball at the 23-yard line unless the penalty changes that. Still not sure what the penalty flag was about or who it was against.
Dead ball, personal foul. Offset. So they're going to had some jawing going on over there.
Conduct penalties on Valley View and Poplar.
So the line of scrimmage will remain to 23 as Valley View gets it back from there.
At the Poplar Bluff 23-yard line. 1st and 10 play.
Ball will be on the right hash. 2 receivers to the left and to the right.
I'm going to say we're going to run the football here and then look for Andrew Jones pretty soon.
Turley out of the gun. Rolling near side. Looking for Jones. He's open, and that is caught for a touchdown. CT to AJ.
Really nice play there. And
reception in the end zone for the Valley View touchdown.
You know, it's funny just watching these young men grow up. Andrew had a little giddy up in his step as he headed out to his spot. And so that was my tell. That's why I thought that we may be going to him. Is this coming back?
Well, it may be.
Ineligible receiver down.
No, mercy.
Ineligible receiver downfield against Valley View.
After the penalty, the ball.
So once again,
29-yard line.
Valley View loses a score due to a penalty.
Yeah, we just need to go and get that right back. That's still going to make Andrew's huddle highlights, I'm sure, because it was a really nice play. I don't know who it was downfield.
Ball moved back to the 28, 1st and 15 from there. Turley pump fakes, fires across the middle. That's pass interference, and there's the flag. Starks was grabbed just about the time he started to separate himself from the DB.
Yeah, and I think that young man, it was either give up 15 or give up a touchdown. He chose the flag. Beautifully thrown ball there by Carson Turley.
So the step off moves the ball forward to the 15-yard line.
Here comes your big boys.
And here comes the jumbo package.
After the penalty, 1st down, 1.
Huff and Nick Gamble among those who have just checked in. And I believe that's Hicks still in at running back.
Yep.
Turley goes under center. Got some movement up front. Look like Poplar Bluff jumps first.
That's going to be a 1st down.
Encroachment, defense.
So that will give Valley View a free 5 yards and move it forward to the 10. It's 1st and goal from there.
That's good for another Blazer. 1st and goal, Blazers.
3 straight plays, 3 straight flags.
Picking up where they left off first half.
Yep. Back stay in the jumbo look. Turley under center. Rolling right. Here comes pressure from the back. He fires on the left. Intercepted in the end zone.
Yeah, and dadgummit, if Brian Huff wasn't wide open on that football play,
pass intercepted.
But once again, inside the red zone, we struggle.
Ball placed at the 20-yard
Very
line.
concerning.
First down, Poplar Bluff.
I do feel this football team was looking for its identity a little bit. I felt like once we got inside the red zone there, they were going to go with the jumbo package for however many plays that it took, and I think that was the plan. And the talent's there. I just think that we're still trying to find ourselves a little bit, which is, like most of the football teams in America right now.
Yep, it's a good observation. Poplar Bluff will get it back at the 20 after the pick in the end zone. With 11:24 to play in the game, Valley View leads 26-14. Here come the Mules with two receivers to the right, one to the left. And once again, we have whistles and flags.
Yeah.
Timeout.
Actually, this is a timeout taken by Poplar Bluff. So a little pause with 11:21 to play in the game. Valley View 26, Poplar Bluff 14. Back in 30 on the EAB Sports Network.
This is Keith Baird with Baird Auto Group. There's nothing that brings our communities together like high school sports. No matter what the scoreboard says, it's a winning feeling just to be a part of it. At Baird, we want you to have the feeling anytime you come into one of our dealerships. Good credit, bad credit, no problem. Don't buy anywhere else until you shop at Baird location. Don't get a bad deal, get a Baird deal. Because why pay more?
Saving service, great selection too. Baird does it all for you.
Timeout on the field with 11:21 to play in the fourth quarter. Valley View leading Poplar Bluff 26-14. The Mules will have the ball at their own 20-yard line.
Defense just needs the ball back again, try to get that football back and continue playing well. Been really impressed by the defense tonight.
Ferguson out of the gun. Throws it out right side. Pass is complete into the backfield and a short gain at best after the catch made by Darius Graham.
On the reception. Tate Thomason on the stop.
Yeah, really nice play there by Thomason.
No gain on the play. Brings up second down.
Stayed home, wrapped up, made the play.
Thomason stands head and shoulders above everybody on the field. He is 6 feet 7 inches tall.
Yeah, never bit of it. A lot of times we as coaches, we fib on some of those heights and weights, but he's every bit of 6'7".
Yeah. No gain, 2nd and 10 from the 15. 10:45 to play. Two receivers to each side. One receiver motions to the right. Ferguson throws it complete to Graham, and Graham advances it up to about the 36 or the 37-yard line.
On the reception.
Looks like Dax Webb, and then once again Thomason.
Webb combined on the stop.
Correction, the 27-yard line.
Down and 3.
That will be the line of scrimmage with 10:14 left.
It's a big play right here for the Blazer defense. If they can get a stop here, I think it's going to put Poplar Bluff in a situation where they'll make a decision. But this deep, I think they may punt the football away.
3rd and 3 from the 27. 3 receivers to the left, 1 receiver lonesome right. In the pistol, they give it off to the running back, and he has a first down.
Yep.
Coleman McBride on the carry.
So McBride picks up the first down for Poplar Bluff. As he gets it to the 30, he needed 3, and he got 3.
Yeah, that offensive line's continuing to work for Poplar Bluff. They looked tired on that last drive, but right there they got a surge and picked up a big first down.
We're inside 10 minutes to play now with 9:20 remaining. Valley View up 2 scores. 3 receivers right, 1 to the left. Ferguson with the back on his left hip. He'll hand it off to the running back. He gets tripped up near the line of scrimmage, falls forward for a couple.
Thank goodness for Dax Webb on that play right there, because if he doesn't make that shoestring tackle,
On the carry.
they may have scored a touchdown.
Dax Webb on the stop, gain of 2 on the play.
Ball will be just across the 32-yard line. It is 2nd and 8 for Poplar Bluff. 8:43 remaining. Blazers up 26-14. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Ferguson to throw. Fires, makes the catch, and the receiver able to slip the first wave of tacklers, and advancing up near midfield is Hunter Clifford.
Yeah, really nice play there by Clifford here. He made 3 Valley View Blazers miss. And I think Brian Huff is over here maybe with a stinger.
Ryder Rutledge checking in for Valley View at linebacker. Started last week at defensive end, but moves back into the linebacking core for this game. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right on first down from the 48. Quarterback fires, catch made, and that is good for another first down. That was Mason West who threw that pass for Poplar Bluff. Maybe 2 quarterbacks.
They have. It's almost like they're kind of slipping them in and out. Both of them good-looking athletes. Right there, came off at just 1/2 second late on that play. It would have been an interception.
West should be able to see the field well because he's 6'5". And he stays in for this play with 3 wides to the left, Clifford off to the right. Looking for Cliff, and that one is incomplete.
Too strong there.
Intended for Jay Soto, falls incomplete, brings up second down, 10.
7:29 to play in the game. Blazers up 26-14. Second and 10 from the Blazer 40.
Got Gamble back in for Webb. They're still working on Huff over here on the sideline.
Ball is just inside the left hash. 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. 1 receiver motions to the left. And they'll throw it left side. That ball is a little bit behind the receiver and missed him incomplete.
Yeah, well-designed play there. It'd have been a nice gain, but just a little too much on that, a little too much sauce on that ball, in and out of the hands. Big play out here for the Blazer defense.
3rd and 10 for Poplar Bluff. Ball at the 40-yard line, 7:24 left in the game. Blazers up by 2 scores. 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. West stays in at quarterback. Got time. Here comes pressure. Down he goes. That was Jet Bradshaw who got there first.
Yeah, nice blitz call there by Coach Will Banks, defensive coordinator. Added 3 or 4 blue shirts in the backfield.
Ball's placed at the...
So the loss will be back to the 48-yard line. Loss of 8.
Yeah, they're going to show the punt team. They're going to trot them out here.
Valley View right now has nobody back deep for the return.
Well, that's what I was going to say. If there's ever going to be a fake from this unit, it's going to be right now.
Now Laird Cullen will go back. They do kick it away.
And by away, you mean away.
Bounds. Yep, absolutely. Just inside the 30-yard line, it looks like, where it goes out of bounds. With 6:33 remaining.
The punt rolls out of bounds at the 28-yard line.
Still trying to figure out where they're going to spot the ball.
I'm not sure the stripes know.
Brings up 1st and 10 Blazers.
27?
Like the 27 will be the line of scrimmage. Turley sends 2 receivers wide to each side. He's going to keep it. Runs across the middle and spins forward for about 4, maybe 5.
Brought down at the 31-yard line. Brings up second down, 6.
I think if Coach Riley and Coach Cockrell had their druthers, they're going to keep it on the ground this entire drive. Try to salt this one away.
Again, 2 receivers wide to each side from the 31. 3rd and 7. Throw it out left side for Tice. Tice Proven tough to tackle. Finally gets pushed out of bounds, just shy of the 40.
Yeah. And talking about keeping it on the ground, plays like that are really just as safe in today's football. Gavin Tice is a very sure-handed receiver. Big first
chance
down
for Valley View. Ball will be spotted at the 38-yard line. 5:43 remaining. Two receivers wide left and right. Turley going to keep it, runs across the middle over the right side and picks up about 3, maybe 4 or 5.
Right down at the 43-yard line, brings up second down, 6.
Got 5, maybe 6.
Yep.
We'll call it a 5-yard game. Line of scrimmage will be the 43. It's 2nd and 5.
Still got 20 seconds on the play clock here. They're going to be in zero hurry this drive to run a play.
2 wides left and right. That's Hicks still in at running back, isn't it?
Yes.
And he gets the carry. Spins out of the first tackle and moves it across the 45 to the 46. He'll bring up 3rd and short. Here comes the jumbo set.
Ball's placed at the 46-yard line, brings up 3rd down.
Gamble, Huff, and Jay Taylor all check in.
Yeah, it's supposed to be one more. He's getting him a drink of water. Actually, is over here on defense. Look at this stuff on film.
Jude Rapert checks in late. On 3rd and a little over 2. Hicks will be the deep running back. The give to Hicks. Hicks has the first down, still on his feet, pulls his way forward inside the 45-yard line of Poplar Bluff.
I love watching the emergence here of Peyton Hicks.
On the stop, but not before another Blazer.
Got a mule that's slow to get up from that play.
And I hope somebody gets a snapshot of that right there. There's a Blazer. There's a mule cramping. Blazer helping that cramp.
That is excellent sportsmanship.
Absolutely. They've been banging heads all night long right there, and that was Nick Gamble. Yeah, who, I mean, goodness gracious, that's we'd love to see that, because that's not staged or anything like that. That's just 2 young men who've been doing battle, want to help each other. 2
warriors helping each other out.
That's right.
First down for Valley View at the 43-yard line. 3:58 left in the game. Blazers leading 26-14. And we have whistles.
Flag on the play.
And apparently a flag just as the ball snapped.
Ball start, Valley View.
Ball start against the Blazers.
Yeah, I think there's a little movement up front there.
After the penalty, ball's placed at the 48-yard line.
So that'll move it back to the Valley View side. Actually, no, it stays on the Poplar Bluff side, back to the 48-yard line. Gartman will bring the play in from the sideline.
Yeah, he's coming in for Turley there, and Turley
quarterback now.
Yeah, and he may have took a shot on that last play. It's good to see Felice heading back out there, though. I was a little worried about him.
So he'll be the running back for this play. Actually, he's going to shift to more of an H-back now.
Yeah, unique set here.
Gartman's going to run right and gets caught after a gain of about a yard.
Drew Gartman on the carry.
As we hit the 3-minute mark left in the game.
No gain on the play, brings up second down. 15.
We'll be back here at Central Dealership Stadium next week against the Rivercrest Colts. More fresh bodies coming in.
Yeah, going traditional offense again. Carson's coming back out there at quarterback. I like that play idea a while ago. He's kind of a student body look with an empty backfield. You just got to hit that edge. We got to secure those blocks just a little bit better on that side.
2nd and 15 from the 48 after no gain on the spot for the previous play. Turley throws it out right side. The ball is caught and Blazers advance it up to about the 42 or the 43.
There's going to be some
and another flag.
Flag on the play. It's going to be against the Blazers right there too, I believe.
Going to wave it off.
Yep.
No flag on the play.
2:20 remaining. It will bring up 3rd and 10.
Ball's placed at the 43-yard
From the
line.
43.
3rd down 10.
With the ball on the right hash.
And regardless of what happens on this play or the next, I do believe that the Blazers accomplished their goal on this drive in just basically salting this football game away. There's still a couple minutes left, but they've been able to take over 4 minutes off the clock.
Turley will keep it, runs across the middle, breaks to the outside, has the first down, and goes down to about the 30-yard line. He just went into a hook slide.
Yeah, it was a really, really smart play there by Carson. Got the first down, knew he did.
31-yard line is good for another Blazer.
Minimize that hit, just take that slide. Clock continues to run, and you can just almost put this baby to bed.
Line of scrimmage will be the 31 with 1:32 left to play. For Bluff will make a late substitution.
Have to call a timeout.
And we do have a timeout. So we'll step aside for 30 seconds. 5 to play in the game. Valley View leads at 26-14. Back in 30 on the EAB Sports Network.
Having trouble getting the trailer you need? Silverline Trailers, the largest trailer retailer in the USA, has the perfect solution for you. Guaranteed approval. No credit check required. Get the quality trailer you need at a price you can afford. With over 30 available and more coming in daily, find the perfect trailer for you. And at Silverline, we're always looking to hire good people. Visit our website, silverlinetrailer.com, for a location near you. You can stop by our Jonesboro location today at 3711 Stadium Boulevard or call 870-203-0000. Silverline Trailers, your trusted trailer retailer.
1:25 remaining as we return to play out of the timeout by Poplar Bluff. Valley View will have a first down at the Poplar Bluff 31-yard line. The Blazers lead 26-14. 2 receivers left and 1 to the right. Turley keeps it, runs across the right side, and advances it forward about 5 yards.
On the keeper. Brought down by Diego Rodriguez. Brings up 2nd down.
Got 6. It brings up 2nd and 4 from the 25.
The game is over. Please do not enter the field till after the team huddle has broken up. Please stay in the stands till after the team huddle breaks up.
We're inside a minute to play. $15 left on the play clock. Now 5 seconds left on the play clock. Here's the snap. Turley has the first down inside the 20-yard line.
Carson Turley on the keeper, brought down at the 19-yard line. That's good for another Blazer.
I think we're going to get to see victory formation here. This one's over.
Now they even have to snap it again.
Nope, you're right.
So that was the last play of the game, it appears. And Valley View will emerge victorious, winning this one 26-14. We'll step aside for a 2-minute timeout and back with our Lexicon postgame show after this on the EAB Sports Network.
Evolve Bank and Trust is now bringing full-service banking to Jonesboro. To celebrate, we're offering you $200 extra. Just open a new checking account with Evolve. Have at least 2 qualifying direct deposits of $500 or more within 90 days. Then we'll deposit $200 extra into your account. It's just that easy. Open a new Evolve checking account and receive an extra $200 in your account, plus free checks for a year. Restrictions apply. Visit getevolved.com/special promotion for more details, or come in and see us at 111 East Huntington Avenue, Suite A, or call us at 870-933-2480. That's 870-933-2480. Evolve Bank and Trust. Equal housing lender. Member FDIC.
Hi, this is Bob Moore with More Air Conditioning. AC issues in the summer interrupt your life in more ways than one. We're here to help. When you need your air conditioning repaired, you need it fast. Get more assurance with the More same-day guarantee. We'll send a licensed, trained, and background check technician to your home the same day you call, or you don't pay a service fee. That's the More Assurance Guarantee, creating comfort one home at a time. 870-336-2023.
You deserve more. Don't settle for less.
You love your truck, and Plaza Tire Service is here to help you make it even better with custom wheels, leveling kits, and the area's best selection of light truck tires, ATs, mud tires, and RTs up to 35s and bigger. Plaza Tire Service has the tires you want in stock today, and we'll help you select a great combination that gets your truck exactly the way you want it. In Jonesboro and South Caraway, and now at our newest location on East Johnson Avenue. The biggest selection, the best service, and the lowest prices on light truck tires are at Plaza Tire Service.
We welcome you back to Central Dealership Stadium as we welcome you into our Lexicon postgame show for Blazer football. Lexicon can help you reach your goals and success. Go to lexicon-inc.com/football to learn more. Valley View gets the win tonight, 26-14, to improve to 1-1 on the season. And Coach, Blazers left a lot of points on the field. It wasn't pretty at times, but still a W at the end of the night.
It was, and you know, I think it's very similar to the football game last year at Poplar Bluff. My takeaways, first time I've seen this team live, obviously, is that it's a very, very talented football team who is still trying to figure out what their identity is a little bit, trying to figure out the right pieces. But I think there's going to be a lot of wins this season because there is so much talent. And one thing that I've always really appreciated and known about Coach Cocker and his staff is that they figure out the way they need to play and the guys that need to play in the spots, and they're always right in the thick of things when it matters most at the end of November.
Valley View trailed in this game with 6:14 to play in the second quarter. They were down 14-13 at that point. They would reclaim the lead for good with a minute 23 to play in the first half on a 2-yard pass from Carson Turley to Anthony Feliz to go up 20-14 at halftime. And then recapping the second half scoring, only one score in the second half. That came with a minute 6 to play in the third period. Turley went 27 yards through the air to T.J. Starks. The 2-point conversion attempt was just shy of the pylon. The drive covered 63 yards in 5 plays and set the final margin at 26-14 as Valley View gets the win. So we have time for one more timeout. We'll come back and tell you about our JOSM player of the game after this 2-minute break on the EAB Sports Network.
What does better mean to you? Maybe it's better services, better support, better ways to build a life or buy a home or run a business. First Security is your partner for it all, with resources and solutions that make a difference for you and others. That's because First Security takes care of customers while building communities. Better for you, better for Arkansas, better for all. First Security, bank better. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Hello, I'm estate planning and other law attorney Chad Oldham. More and more often today, I hear clients tell me that the only thing golden about the golden years is that it takes all the gold to grow old. Don't be a victim of rising healthcare and nursing home costs. Be prepared. Have a plan. Contact us today to find out how we help our clients protect and preserve assets for family and future generations. The Oldham Law Firm, 603 Southwest Drive in Jonesboro, or visit us on the web at oldhamlawfirm.com.
Ship anything, anywhere at your #1 shipping source, Pack Mail in Jonesboro. Here's Pack Mail Tim to tell us more.
We are the experts at finding solutions for even the most demanding shipping situations, and our experienced staff can help you choose the best option. So if you need to go to the post office, then FedEx, or all the way out to UPS terminal, and then get that international shipment to DHL, you can do it all in one fast, convenient, and friendly place. Pack Mail.
361 Southwest Drive in Jonesboro. Ship anything, anywhere, today at Pack Mail.
Demos Smokehouse
House Barbecue on Johnson at Hilltop and on Main Street across from Jonesboro High School. Now, I'm from Memphis, and I know barbecue, but there are people from Memphis that travel to Jonesboro to sample, taste, and enjoy Demos Barbecue. No kidding. They come from Memphis, so no need to go anywhere else. Right here, the best barbecue is at Demos. Any of the ribs, any of the plates, you can enjoy it all at Demos Smokehouse Barbecue. My mouth is watering.
We welcome you back to Central Dealership Stadium and our Lexicon postgame show on the heels of a 26-14 Valley View victory over Poplar Bluff. And we need to name a JOSM player of the game. We've been debating over this through the last two breaks. It's tough to come up with people for this one because there were a lot of good performances tonight.
Yeah, it was. It was a total team performance. There wasn't, last week was pretty easy to determine a player of the game, but this week I thought that both sides of the ball had their moments, and I think we've decided maybe to go ahead and go with one on each side of the ball.
Taking the easy way out.
Yeah, definitely.
So our JOSM players of the game will be Kenneth Robinson, who had a first-half interception that led to a Valley View score, and that that particular score came. It was actually the go-ahead score for Valley View with 1:23 to play in the second period. And our offensive player of the game will be wide receiver T.J. Starks, who caught the last touchdown pass of the night, a 27-yard strike from Carson Turley with 1:06 to play in the third period. So Kenneth Robinson and T.J. Starks are JOSM players of the game, brought to you by Jonesboro Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, getting you back in the game for more than 40 years. That will wrap it up tonight from Valley View. Jason Smith, thank you once again very much for your help tonight.
Nah, man, it's my pleasure. I enjoy getting out here. I was kind of man without a team. Went and watched the Battle of the Bell last week and was planning on coming out here anyway, so it's my pleasure, man. Thanks for asking me.
Well, I'm glad you helped me out, and much appreciation to you. Again, also thanks tonight to David Daly, our studio engineer and producer, as well as our video streaming crew with the Blazer News Network. Again, Valley View wins at your final score, 26-14. The Blazers will be back here in action next week for the final non-conference tune-up against the Rivercrest Colts. We hope you will join us then. For Jason Smith, I'm Randy Myers. Thank you for joining us, and enjoy the rest of your holiday weekend.